Because I thought you might have, you would have, maybe.
Yeah. Woke up.
Done, son. Yeah, King Chalk Entertainment. Here we go. If you haven't already, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Check us live and become a part of the show on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube, Wednesday and Thursday at 11 p.m. and Friday and Saturday at 1 a.m. Central Standard Time. Yeah. While you're playing the game, working out, cleaning, or whatever, check out the more refined audio versions of the show on Spotify, Apple, Anchor, and more. Keyword King Chaka ENT. Yeah. Shouts out to Pat, Doc, Deuce, Curtis, Brendan, Elliott, Juanita, Jay Lethal, Tariq, my Twitch follower, Francisco, and others for always supporting the channel. Yeah. Race, spirituality, politics. Let's talk about it. We generate interest into what has happened and what is happening in our world. Therefore, creating activists. Let's go. Dale gas, baby. Hey.
Feeling your side, I'm feeling alright. I'ma get inside, I'm feeling my life. I ain't feeling your side, I'm feeling alright. I'ma get inside, I'm feeling my life. I'm digging your wife, she playing my mic. She really so nice, I call her my light. I say we off light, cause we stay up all night. Bet you ain't know she to take it all tight. Tell her, bend it over, let me take a small bite. Been waiting since October, see that ass fall right. Looking around the room, see past 4 eyes. And adrenaline feeling like a NASCAR ride. When the people ask about this, your ass gon' lie. Cause the truth is you did what you do in your life. Can't nobody tell you what to do with your life. Girl, gon' turn it over cause I know what you like. It's hard in the color of the asphalt, right? Just lay back and wonder what the past was like. While you looking at your panties ripped in half, that's right. While you looking at your panties ripped in half, that's right. I ain't feeling your side, I ain't feeling your side. I'm feeling alright, I'm feeling alright. I'ma get inside, I'm feeling my life. I'ma get inside, I'm feeling my life. I ain't feeling your side, I ain't feeling your side. I ain't feeling alright, I'm feeling alright. I'ma get inside, I'm feeling my life. I'ma get inside, I'm feeling my life. Let me tell you a little something about life. Win, lose or draw, I'm still taking your life. I mean, if you ever wanna fucking come in my sight, you scream like you never screamed in your life. Flip it on over, gon' do it like this. Not riding with a soldier, then you ride against it. Looking from the other side, make your stomach get sick. Every person scheming, thinking he the one to get rich. Ever sit and really think what you would do with one wish? And if you knew afterward, you'd be sleeping with fish. Style will be done, here we come. Bearing gifts, these images make you wanna grab your crucifix. It's getting dark outside, no sleeping past 6. Not living in fear, cause that's really not it. If you owe me something, Nick, better give me my shit. If you owe me something, Nick, better give me my shit. I ain't feeling your side, I ain't feeling your side. I'm feeling alright, I'm feeling alright. I'ma get inside, I'ma get inside. I'ma get inside, I'm feeling my life. I ain't feeling your side, I ain't feeling your side. I'm feeling alright, I'm feeling alright. I'ma get inside, I'm feeling my life. I'ma get inside, I'm feeling my life. Sliding on in, this is it, instant win. If hip hop broke on some, fix it then. Take real life shit, go ahead and mix it in. Not just streets unless that's where you sleeping in. They hungry out there, that's why we eating in. Honestly, don't even let the church thinking in. Blasphemous if you think I'm speaking sin. Survival is a must for all the creatures in. If you feeling life's tough, then you probably need a fin. Have a sucker, popsicle or something, take it in. Sharp teeth, eat meat, origin involvement. Why the UFC give you more than a grin? Why you take a seat when the foraging begin? Why you gotta creep just horn in the wind? I'ma stop cause I'm just Al Goring with a pen. I'ma stop cause I'm just Al Goring with a pen. I ain't feeling your side, I ain't feeling your side. I'm feeling alright, I'm feeling alright. I'ma get inside, I'm feeling my life. I'ma get inside, I'm feeling my life. I ain't feeling your side, I ain't feeling your side. I'm feeling alright, I'm feeling alright. I'ma get inside, I'm feeling my life. I'ma get inside, I'm feeling my life. Hitting niggas in they fucking head with the crack. You bustin', I'm bustin' back with the gas that spits venom. Hitting niggas in they fucking head with the crack. You bustin', I'm bustin' back with the gas that spits venom. Hitting niggas in they fucking head with the crack. You bustin', I'm bustin' back with the gas that spits venom. Hitting niggas in they fucking head with the crack. You bustin', I'm bustin' back with the gas that spits venom. You sending black, and when the bottom of the ninth in this mag, you please the cat's waxing them back. Waxing them back. It's not just talent.
That's what you ought to do.
Gotta know what the fuck you doing.
Shawty come and jump in my ride.
That's what you ought to do.
When the sun is starting to shine. You feel like calling you? I think I wanna give you some time. You better follow through. Don't play and shine, show me your grind. That's what you ought to do.
I will hit any chick who likes sodomy, sex on stilts. While a big top watching me, I eat fish like a culinary prodigy. I leave you like an open heart. I just can't quit. Feel like it's a part of me. My wrist on lit. Time to join the party. We check the list quick. Who got the bottle? See a poker face chip. I know she gonna swallow me, bite my lip. While I'm watching people watching me, that's not it. Won't you climb right on top of me? My mind's so sick. It's a function of my bodily. My mind's so sick. It's a function of my bodily. I feel it, you feel it. She say I'm feeling it inside of me. I dig it, you dig it. We digging all over your body. Come get it, I'm with it. I'm gon' get it on the bottom. Come get it, I'm with it. I'm gon' get it on the bottom.
Shawty come and jump in my ride. That's what you ought to do. Let the sun is starting to shine. You feel like calling you? I think I wanna give you some time. You better follow through. Stop playing side and show me your grind. That's what you ought to do.
I done heard, I done thought, now I wonder and wanna see. Said you really are the king of the jungle, but can it be? Now you really gotta work and be holding the head of me. Cause if you don't know how to stroke, it could cause a catastrophe. I'm a soldier, so I seek and destroy you so naturally. Put some scratches on your back and then ask what the matter be. Demonstrations while the dudes and the women be after me. Leaving weak and desperate, crying to see me on better knees. They saying where she go? Daylight, flashlight, put me on extra glow. I tried to tell you though, platinum sunshine's about to blow.
Shawty come and jump in my ride. That's what you ought to do. The platinum sun is starting to shine.
You feel like calling you?
I think I wanna give you some time.
You better follow through.
Stop playing shine, show me your grind.
That's what you ought to do.
Shawty come and jump in my ride.
That's what you ought to do.
Platinum sun is starting to shine.
You feel like calling you?
I think I wanna give you some time.
You better follow through.
Stop playing shine, show me your grind.
That's what you ought to
You
do.
want it, so come on, we gonna follow me. We light fires like Hanukkah, marijuana by the tree, like a harmonica. I lick it with no teeth. I like when it's sloshing and getting salty like the sea. Gotta slide it off and make sure it's soft enough for me. Reach the top of the mountain and have you sounding out your teeth. It sound like it's coughing and talking, saying more please. I'm sticking and stabbing it. Jason for a heat, roll it on over and gon' get on the floor, please. Some of you born in October, long as you over 18. Going to prison for pussy, just something that I can't see. Old bitch and she ready, she can munch a dick me. Gon' hop in my Chevy, we bout to hit the scene, man. The spot is so heavy. We hopping out scene, man. I'm fresh and so ready. Popping like team, man. I'm fresh and so ready. Popping like team.
Shawty come and jump in my ride.
That's what you ought to do.
The platinum sun is starting to shine.
You feel like calling you?
I think I wanna give you some time.
You better follow through.
Stop playing shine, show me your grind.
That's what you ought to do.
Shawty come and jump in my ride.
That's what you ought to do.
The platinum sun is starting to shine.
You feel like calling you?
I think I wanna give you some time.
You better follow through.
Stop playing shine, show me your grind.
That's what you ought to do.
Good evening, my little one. I shall make you psychotic.
Mommy, what does psychotic mean?
Back and forth, and you know I'm swinging bows. I'm about to change course, go home and change your clothes. I'm looking at this bitch, it seems like she's saying no. I'ma hit the streets, though I'm supposed to be laying low. I'm following the buzz, never know which way it go. Keep on bringing heat, cause the G.O.D. say it so. Sailing on the beat, so you can't chop and play it so. She got me for a piece, now I'm about to pay the hoe. Stop smoking, switch the sweets, where I gotta take a toke. Now I got a little guac, now I gotta make it grow. Keep on thinking we some hee-haw, ma and pa folks. We gon' hit you in your teeth, we keep a buzz all closed. I've been on it 5 days, so I'm sitting sideways. Now get out of my way, if you don't like what I say. I'm the shit with the shit, so we gon' do this my way. And we just getting started, so go on, say your grace. I'ma eat you rappers, though I won't enjoy the taste. I'm closing your estates while you falling on the stakes. I'm rolling on the base while you rolling on the face. Sitting on the place, not knowing I'ma take your fast, slowing and it's fake. So I'm gonna wait. Time will come, down will be done. I saw it and I said that it was great.
Mommy, what does psychotic mean?
What up, man? Can you hear me, bro? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
My bad. I'm muted. I'm the one muted. Fuck. Yeah, I could hear you, but I was muted. Anyways, let me. I gotta say my little intro. How y'all feel out there? How y'all feel? Remember, we want you to be an activist. Don't take our word for it. Look that shit up, please. I'm here, Deuce. You can hear me?
Yeah, I got you now, bro. I thought I was having technical issues over here.
No, it was me. I was muted. Doing too much shit over here.
Okay.
I'm muted. Yeah.
I feel you, bro.
How
How you
feel?
doing today?
Shit, I'm good. I can't really complain. I feel like I'm in a good mood. You know,
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I feel good about the show last night. I think we had a pretty good show last night. So I ain't gonna lie. I feel like if I get one good show a week, I'm good. I do 4. So if I get one good one a week, I'm doing good.
I feel that, bro. I feel that.
Yeah, I'm trying to build a brand, you know. So it'll get to the point where like the name of the titles of the shows and stuff ain't gonna even matter. They already know what they're gonna get when they come here, you know. And I guess you could say like the bar set low. So, you know, you know, so it is what it is. Are you driving right now?
Yeah, I'm rolling.
I got a picture of the map, Google Maps, and it's Africa on the screen. One of the things I saw that really made me think, I'm gonna start scrolling Instagram and see if one of those pop up. But they were talking about how it's these people, black folks in Ukraine, that can't leave. Like I think they're trying to go into Poland, and then they won't let them get on the trains. Like I don't know how true this is, but it's like I saw pictures, a large crowd of black folks, and it looked like they was trying to get on these trains, and it looked like they were not letting them get on them.
Yeah. Damn.
So that's out of Ukraine. So it's like what the media is always telling us, like they always leaving out so much. Like they just fucking tell you what they fucking want you to focus on, and then they don't fucking tell you nothing. You know, they don't explain the nuances and what else is going on.
Yeah, you definitely got to read between the lines when it comes to the media, man.
Yeah. So what? You was driving all day, or you just started driving?
Yeah, I started back about 5:30, 6 o'clock. So I'll be rolling to about 6 in the morning.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's good. I mean, It's good for me. You know, I get to have you on here, and I appreciate your time. I really do.
Oh yeah. Shit, I appreciate you doing the show, bro. Now that I done got on, and it's like I look forward to it. The first 2 days, because I was at the house and I had to go, had a doctor's appointment, then I had to go do my DOT physical, which is a federal mandate that we as commercial drivers have to do, you know.
Yeah.
And I was just beat, man, just tired, bro, because when I'm at work, I sleep, and then I'm up and I drive. Well, the time that I'm sleeping, I'm in a moving truck while I'm sleeping. So sometimes you don't get the best rest, and then you get home and it's like, you gotta, be that family man, be that husband, be that father, and get up that time. So I love it. I'm not complaining one bit. I love it.
Yeah.
But I was just beat, dude. Like literally, just fucking. I felt like it was like nightfall would hit, bro, and it was like I had no control over my body, bro. I was gravitating to the bed.
Yeah, Pat was saying the same thing. It has to do with like, because you're working all the time, right? So you're on the grind. And you don't get much time to relax. So when you finally relax, then your body is the one that's doing it. Your body is like, I guess it's time to go to sleep. we not grinding. We done sat down and been still. We done been still for a few minutes now. I guess it's time to go to sleep. Rest time. And you probably don't even have no real control over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the feeling, bro. It's because when you
like that sometimes, bro.
Because when you go all the time, you just don't really think about it, and you just keep going. Your body is cool for a while or whatever, but then as soon as your ass sit down or whatever, your body gonna be like, you know what? Your ass finna be still for a little while. You finna be still for about a good 6, 7, maybe 8 hours.
Yeah.
I'm making an executive decision.
Bro.
Yeah. Your body makes the decision. Yeah. Let me play this little clip right here. It keeps playing.
Yeah.
Music is way too fucking loud. It's like footage. This might be in Ukraine, but I don't know, so I don't want to say that it is. But that's why I wanted to play it, so hopefully they cleared it up some. But I don't know enough to be able to just say that. But this is the page that I saw that played that clip that I wanted to show, so that's perfect. Okay, here it is right here. Why is it so loud? Can I control the volume? Yeah, you can't really understand anything, but you can see. And the quote, the caption says, "Wherever on earth we find discrimination apart from Africa." It says, "This is what discrimination looks like, how Black people are being stopped from getting on the train to leave in Ukraine." One of the comments, it says, once you understand that peace, human dignity, is not equally distributed in this world, you will focus on close home issues. Another person says, bro, I can't contain my feelings. Basically upset. I ain't gonna lie, this clip kind of hit me too. I'm like, I really want to know more. I need to know more about this because I can't just speculate, right? I'm just reading what these comments are saying, and I don't know what's really going on.
And are they say for sure it's the Ukraine?
This looks like, I think they're right about that. It says, with everything they're going through, it's unbelievable how some people will still find a way to be racist. And even in such drastic measures, our people are still not fighting with everything in them to get on that train. Doesn't make sense. They should be fighting like their life depends on it, since it literally does in this situation. Bro, you can't talk like that. Those are soldiers right there. Do you see soldier uniforms? And then these dudes are telling them what's up. Like, look, he's got a big A. What the fuck? I don't know what kind of gun that is. Soviet weapon, whatever the fuck. Talk some shit, he finna pop you. He got a whole bunch of bullets in this clip. And this other nigga's with him. See, it's another nigga right there.
Military officer?
That's definitely a military officer. That's nothing having to do with the United States. So probably Ukrainian military.
I'm saying, is that you? Okay.
Yeah.
But that's fucked up. The Ukrainian military won't let the people out.
So, but we don't know. But in the picture, it shows a bunch of brown people. We don't know what the details are, but it looks to be what it is. Yeah, so what do you think about that? If it's true, let's say it's true, they got a bunch of black folks in Ukraine who are trying to leave because of the turmoil, and they're having a hard time leaving. And it's just like when the Haitians, they had trouble, and the Venezuelans had trouble, and they were trying to go here, there, whatever, like come here to the United States, or people in Cuba, they can't come. But the problems with Afghanistan, those people can come, and other Ukrainians out. I saw a clip where it was these people saying they're not giving us no problem. They're not even asking us for papers or nothing. They're just letting us in. But these were fairer skinned people who were saying this. Now, I don't know if that's what this is, but it appears to be that. What do you think?
I mean, it's, at the end of the day, I mean, it's messed up, it's messed up, that they're not allowing these folks on to escape. If that's the case, if this is true, if what this video is depicting is true, and this is current events, it's fucked up, bro. I don't know if there's a deeper reason as to why. You know what I'm saying? I mean, on surface, it looks pretty biased. It looks pretty racist, and I think it's pretty fucked up, And furthermore, and not to just say, oh, it's racist. I mean, I think it would be fucked up if anybody is trying to flee because they're afraid of what's taking on. And, of course, we know there's, Russia has invaded the land. There's war, for them to not allow anybody that's willing to leave the country to leave, for freedom. I mean, obviously the Ukrainian military cannot hold the Russian military, and hey man, if I'm a citizen and I want no part of this shit, if that's the case, fuck it, man. Hey, Russian military come in. Hey, look, man, I surrender. I don't want no part of this shit, man. At this point, it's like, just take me to jail or whatever the fuck y'all gotta do, like.
That's the same kind of shit I'll be saying. But I think that the what this thing is complex. Like, it's they can fight like a guerrilla war, and that's pretty much what happens all the time now. When you're fighting against a much superior force, you don't go at them head to head, and you resist with guerrilla type tactics, and you make it hard for them to find you, and you just fucking move really quickly. You have small units. It's really tough, so it'll be drawn out. Likely, if they're gonna fight it in that way, if they're planning and that's what it's looking like from what I can see, the Ukrainian group government, who's ever running that, they are gonna want to fight a guerrilla style war against Russia. And actually they could win. They could win a guerrilla style war because it'll be a stalemate. And whenever it's a stalemate, that's a win for a guerrilla style war because the bigger power, bigger, stronger power, they've expended too much resources and their people are tired of it and whatever. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones that gonna have to pull back, and then that's a win. I don't think that's what's gonna happen at all. I think that most likely what's going to happen is those regions that want to no longer be a part of Ukraine are going to no longer be a part of Ukraine. And that's what that's going to be. And Russia's going to continue to support those regions. And Russia is also going to continue to try to root out, because it's kind of like their equivalent of terrorism, because like how NATO and the United States is talking about terrorism, war on terror, they got that against fascism. You know what I'm saying? So against the Nazis and shit. So I think that Russia's not trying to take over Ukraine. I don't think so. I think they don't want Nazis to be running Ukraine. And they also are okay with those regions that break off from Ukraine and want to be independent, because that helps give buffer zones for Russia between NATO, because Ukraine wants to become a part of NATO. They're not at the moment, but if they do, then that means NATO could possibly put bases right there, and that's right there off of Russia's border.
Yeah. I mean, this is a big thing, man. It affects. I think this deal here, with the way, especially the way our administration is, the societies that we live in, it's gonna definitely be impactful. If this shit goes any further, it's gonna be very impactful. We're already seeing they're making this an excuse to raise the gas prices. The shelves in the stores already have stopped. It's gonna be very impactful in that way. I don't think nobody wants this shit. Anybody that's smart, that knows economics, definitely doesn't want it. It's just, because ultimately we're the ones who suffer. The citizens, we suffer. And then on top of that, our troops, they're putting their lives at stake.
Yeah, man. People signing up for the Marines and the Army, the Navy, the Air Force. They wasn't signing up to fucking go to war with Russia. They're signing up to fucking pay their school or something, or move to another state, or whatever it is they want to do. Learn a skill, learn a trade. They're not signing up to go fucking get shot at.
But we all know that if you sign up for a branch of military, this potentially, it's the potential that you could be fighting in the war. So whether you're using it for a higher education, or you're using it for whatever you're using it for, or you simply, just want to go to the military and fight for your country, we all know that there's potential that war could break out.
So Doc sent me the article.
No other way around it.
He sent me a link to the article. This is it right here. It says, thousands of African students who went to Ukraine to train to become doctors and engineers scrambled to escape the Russian offensive. So, but why? People wait to board evacuation train from Kyiv to Lviv at Kyiv Central Station train station, Ukraine, February 25th, 2022. It says Ukraine is home to thousands of African students who come to study at affordable prices. Now they are trapped in lightning Russian military invasion. Some embassies told the students to save themselves as they could not help. Get a daily selection of our top stories. I don't think they're gonna let me read this story, Doc, because I don't have a subscription. Let me see. Oh wait, here goes some. It says as Russian forces invaded Ukraine on Thursday, thousands of African students across the country found themselves trapped by the fighting and afraid for their safety. Karine Sky, a 26-year-old second-year medical student in Dnipro, told Insider that she has coordinated hundreds of African students across the country as they scramble to find a way out. I'm very, very afraid, Sky said. We're not getting any help from any of the embassies. They have pretty much just said, save yourself. So how is this related to them not getting on a train? Ukraine is a home to thousands of African students who study medicine, compared to the rest of Europe and the United States, Morocco, Nigeria, and Egypt are in the top 10 countries with students in Ukraine. Come on, what the fuck? Volker Delimi, a South African student, told Insider Russia launched an offensive on Thursday. We know that when the sirens go off, Delimi said that she was making her way to Romania border. This is not telling me anything. We are several hours away from the border. We're trying to stay calm, Delimi said. Right now, we're only traveling with our emergency bags, small bags with non-perishable goods. She said the African students are traveling in buses with flags, so the Russians will not mistake their movements. I don't think this is explaining what the fuck, bro. As cities across Ukraine are attacked, many African students are feeling desperate and abandoned. Why are they feeling desperate and abandoned? Why can't they get on the trains? They're not saying that. Some African embassies have urged the citizens to try and keep safe Ukraine, but have provided no plans to evacuate them. What is going on? So is nobody can get on the trains? Is that why? Nigerian student unions to Ukraine told Al Jazeera they have tried to contact their embassy in Kyiv, but have received no response. With little help from their home country, Sky and other students are crowdsourcing resources to help each other find ways out of the country. Sky said, okay, so it sounds like everyone's having a problem getting out of the country. And that's what this article makes me feel. When flights of the country grounded, the most common route to leave is to cross the border in countries like Poland and Romania. Okay, so according to Sky, some African students have struggled to get on buses headed to the border. Why? Some people have gone to get buses, but they're not allowing Black people basically onto the buses. Okay, here we go. Let's back up. According to Sky, some African students have struggled to get on buses heading to the border. Some people have gone to get buses, but they're not allowing Black people basically onto the buses. They're prioritizing Ukrainians. That's what they said, Sky said. Okay, getting to the meat of the matter. Sky, a British citizen of African heritage, has not been able to organize a visa for her fiancé. Many African students face additional difficulties that come with not having European citizenship. The Polish government has said that foreigners without a valid visa are permitted to enter the country and remain for up to 15 days due to the ongoing conflict. With the uncertainty of what the future holds, on Friday afternoon, Sky and her fiancé packed their bags and began the 580-mile journey to Poland by car. We're supposed to get married tomorrow. Okay, so they're not letting the Blacks get on the buses, basically. That's what they said. So then that means that clip was true. And because I saw clips earlier myself where they was like, it was other Ukrainians and they were like, we're not having any problems. Poland is just accepting us and they don't even ask us for papers or nothing. I saw a clip like that. I might have played it on the show. That's fucking
So they're
crazy.
prioritizing Ukraine.
Yes,
Ukrainian.
Doc says, I won't use the link behind the paywall. Ukrainian citizens only. Okay, so damn. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What about everybody else? What you think about that, Doc? Deuce?
Man, that shit's fucked up, bro. That shit's fucked up, man. And it's crazy, you know, they went there to study abroad pretty much, you know, for, you know, higher education, man. You know, that's crazy, bro. You know, and now this war has broke out, you know, and they're prioritizing their people and their people only, you know. That's crazy. You know, that's crazy as fuck, man. That's like they say, that's the type of shit, bro. Like, and I know this probably sounds very small-minded. It's the type of shit that makes you, you know, like I think about this type of shit when I start talking about traveling to other countries and visiting other countries for vacation and shit. You know?
Right. It's a good idea to know the history. Go ahead.
Yeah, because like once you leave the United States, bro, like they have no, you're in another country. I mean, they could try to, you know, depending on who you are, you know, they could try to fight to get you back, but you know,
Maybe
it's like
not.
it's good to research these countries, research their laws and things. Like certain things can be an offense, you know, that can land you in jail. You know how like we can, you know, we'll run across the street just at will, you know, trying to catch the bus or whatever. You know, that shit may be an offense in another country that lands you fucking years in jail, bro. You just never know. You know, like, so it's just one of them things, bro. Like, I don't know. That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
You know, but it just goes to show you, this here just shows you how people have no regard for life in an emergency situation. We saw it when COVID broke out here. You know, we saw it, you know, you see it in just about anything that poses a threat, you know, or any people panic. You know, it's all about me, you know, me, you know, me. They don't care that these innocent kids came over here to study to get their engineering degree, and they're studying, you know, they got caught in the war. You know, their lives is just as fucking important too as the Ukrainians. You know, their lives matter.
Yeah, man, I agree with you, bro. And it's like, so what the fuck, you know? What the fuck, bro? What the hell, you know? And then, so this goes back to the whole thing where people were talking about the Nazis and all of that shit running the government over there. So if that's the case, then that would explain why they don't want to let black people or whatever, they're treating them differently. Because that's what Tim Black was saying, you know, some shit about Nazis and shit. Like, I don't know how true all this is, but this is what I'm hearing. Doc
and
says
that happened on the 25th, so that was Friday.
Doc says they are letting everyone else fend for themselves. I almost moved to Kyiv a few years ago. Someone wanted to open an American expat sports bar, and I was negotiating for manager job. Dude, COVID lockdown proved people were idiots. Anyone that needs 144 rolls of toilet paper for a month or two needs a doctor, not a face mask. Yeah, man. We got mental illnesses. You said something, Deuce, that made me think about something. It was like, and it made me think of this movie. It's this movie. It's called Burn After Reading. I don't know if you ever heard of that. I don't know. I love that movie. I can watch it a million fucking times. I've seen it more than 10 times, and I could totally watch it again right now. Burn After Reading. But something you said, Deuce, that made me think of that. I'm trying to think of it right now. You said something. What did they say? Damn, I can't think of it now, bro. I want to play the trailer to Burn After Reading just cause, and maybe it'll trigger my fucking brain back to what the fuck I wanted to say related to this. Y'all ever saw that movie?
I've never saw it.
This is nerdy shit,
Burn After
like
Reading.
retarded spy type movie. Like it's a backward spy movie. And anyways, it's very like, if you want to say intellectual, if you will, because I mean, you have to know some things to get the jokes and shit. Like, anyways.
Madola found like this CD was lying in the locker on the floor. And it's these files, man.
It was just lying there.
It was just lying there.
On the
You should
floor.
put up a note in the ladies' locker room.
Put the note? Hello? Anybody look for secret CIA shit? I don't think so.
I'm gonna get in trouble for playing this. I already know.
This could put a big dent in my surgeries.
Big time.
I have gone just about as far as I can go with this body.
Osborne Cox, I thought you might be worried about the security of your
shit.
What you're engaged in is blackmail. I'm a mere good Samaritan.
Give me the CD as soon as you give us the money, dickwad.
Where's the money?
He didn't give it to me.
Who's Farrer? It's messy. He is screwing Mrs. Cox.
Pull around the corner, we'll do it in the back.
What's that cool?
Back of the card, not the rear entry situation.
That's just a taste.
PC automatic. The Russians? Why would they go to the Russians?
You can be a spy too, madam.
We don't really know what anyone is after. Report back to me when
it makes sense.
When it makes sense.
Damn, I wish they wouldn't play so much music with this shit. The music is what's gonna get me.
Hey, who are you?
Who are you?
We'll interface with the FBI on this dead body.
No, God, no. Burn the body.
Okay.
I still don't remember what the hell it made me think of when to play that. Fuck. Y'all ever saw that movie? You ever? Does it seem interesting to you?
Yeah, it sure looks funny. I've never seen it though.
It's that movie.
They got a lot of big movie stars
Yeah.
in there though.
Yes, it's Brad Pitt, George Clooney. Yeah, big names in this movie. It's fucking great. That movie is like, it's a masterpiece. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a movie person, but that particular movie is a fucking masterpiece. But it was something you said because it's political. That movie, like the guy without the bald head, the one from Spider-Man, he was like the CIA, you know what I mean, type person, the boss and shit, like that kind of person in that. I mean, I don't know what the fuck is the point. I've lost the point, y'all. I don't know what the point is. I could explain the movie, but I don't know what my point is. I lost it. Doc says it's a Coen Brothers movie, which means it's odd. It's very, very odd, and even the comedy is off. It's for off humor, bro. People, like, you know what I'm saying? People that laugh at shit that you're not supposed to laugh at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's me, bro. Like all the time, inappropriately laughing. You know what I mean? People are like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Like, but because that's why I like zombie movies. Like a person gets ate by a zombie, and I start laughing. Like Kenzie, my smallest, she's just like me. Anaya don't be feeling that shit, and Tariq don't really be feeling that shit either. But me and Kenzie are just like, we both have the same kind of way we think, and like she'll laugh too. We'll both be laughing, and it'll be something that's not supposed to be funny. Like somebody just got like their neck fucking ripped off or something, and both of us just bust out laughing, and we're just like, that's not supposed to be funny, but it's to us, it's funny.
Yeah,
I can't explain
nah,
it.
I
Y'all.
get it, bro. I get it, bro. Cause I seen a dude get like no bullshit, bro. I literally witnessed a dude running across the fucking street and downtown, and this nigga got hit by a car, bro. And I bust out laughing. It was like, cause the way that shit played out in my mind was funny as fuck, bro. I don't know why, and I laughed, and I trust me, everybody around me was like, "You're fucking idiot."
Yeah.
Something is wrong with you. You're fucking narcissist.
Yeah. Well, I'm not talking about real life shit. I'm talking about stuff from movies, like, cause you can enjoy it, cause if you know it's not real, that's how we can enjoy it. You know, we know it's not real. Yeah. So fucking, that's how we can enjoy it. But real life shit, no, I'm gonna be all fucked up about that shit. I'm gonna be all fucked up.
I think I'm still fucked up about that shit, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I didn't mean to laugh. It was just kind of one of them things where, like, I was literally standing outside of a restaurant, and we were already talking, and you know how you boys, when you together, y'all sitting there fucking cracking jokes on each other and shit, you know. And we kind of had that pause, and all of a sudden it was like, boom, turned around and looked, and this dude was like, "Oh, she just fucking hit me." And I didn't mean to laugh. I just laughed. You know, of course I helped the person, but that didn't really mean shit because I laughed, I guess. So it was kind of like everybody was like giving me shit about, like, you're fucked up.
What's up, Curtis? You said don't laugh. What were you talking about?
We was talking about them zombies and shit getting their throats and shit ripped out. Man, I laugh at that crap too, man.
Yeah.
It's hilarious to me.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I don't know why. It's such a morbid thing. And I like to watch like Walking Dead and the stuff like that, the horror movies. Sometimes I like to watch a bad horror movie. What I mean by a bad horror movie, I mean it's not well made. It had a really low budget. They was terrible at the the dialogue. It was horribly written, just fucking stupid. And I'll just watch that shit and enjoy the hell out of it. And I can't explain how much I enjoy. Like sometimes if the movie is so bad, you know what I mean? It's so bad that it's good. You like, I can't turn away from it. Like what next fucking ridiculousness are we gonna see? You know what I mean? And that's what it be like sometimes.
I was kind of like that movie.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. No, I was just saying that movie, The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious to me, bro. And I guess because Scary Movie made fun of the exorcism shit for so long, so it was like when I went and watched that movie, like I was literally laughing. I laughed my ass off in the theater, bro.
Yeah.
Like people were like,
Yeah, some of them hoes don't be funny though. Like, when they use the dolls, like my daughter's grandma, Naya's grandma, she collects those old it's like the glass dolls, whatever you call
porcelain.
them. They're porcelain.
Bro.
And they're collectible. Yeah. They worth a lot of money too. Some of the ones she has a whole bunch of them. She collects them. They're all over everywhere. I swear to God, bro. At night or whenever, like you gotta walk by, like to go to the bathroom. When you go into the restroom, it's gonna be a bunch of them hoes, and they're sitting on like the dresser or whatever the fuck, bro. And they have them glass eyes. Curtis knows what I'm talking about. They have them like glass eyes, bro. And the way it's like these things are very well made. That's why people like them so much. They're very well made. And the glass eyes on them hoes, they look like they fucking watching you while you walking by and shit. Like if you wake up in the middle of the night or whatever, you roll over. Because like I say, she have them hoes everywhere. I can't sleep at her house because of this. I cannot sleep at her house because if I wake up and I see that damn doll looking at me, bro, I'm gonna lose my shit.
You see the meme? You see the meme about Mattel making a deaf doll? It was meant to be like something good. It was meant to be something good for like kids who can't hear and kids that are deaf. But so they put out this deaf doll, and somebody commented and was like, wait, the other ones can hear us? Look, I thought this shit was hilarious.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
It's funny.
I did not know that they made a doll. Like, that's crazy.
I saw this dude who was blind who was playing Mortal Kombat, and that shit tripped me the fuck out, bro. He's like an expert, like beating niggas ass on Mortal Kombat. And I was sitting there thinking about it, like I play Mortal Kombat. So like the little intricate movements of the bodies that they do, like in the combinations and shit, that's what we read and kind of fucking like memorize to try to block they shit to be able to, you know, punish them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking about a blind person and how the fuck, bro? It's crazy. I saw the thing, his little keyboard, the way he uses to play the game, it looks really different. So it's got these big buttons all over the place. So I guess some of these buttons, the buttons must show how the characters move. And I don't know how that works. It blows my fucking mind to imagine a guy that can't see kicking niggas ass on Mortal Kombat. If I find out this nigga blind and he just kicked my ass on Mortal Kombat, bro, I'm gonna be like, bro, I need to stop playing this damn game.
I mean, dude, that's gotta be fucking amazing because he's playing it totally off of sound.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. But you know, I tell my daughter, because my daughter be like, why do you have to have the sound when you're playing Mortal Kombat? I say it really does make a difference. It helps me play. I'm more on point because the sounds give me cues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I really do follow those sound cues when I'm playing the game. So yeah, I kind of need to hear it. If I'm playing really intense, if I'm just fucking around, whatever, I don't need to hear the sound. But if I'm playing online against somebody and it's a tournament and shit, and I'm fucking playing for real, I really need to hear that hoe. It makes a difference. What's up, Pat?
What's the deal?
You're over there in the darkness.
Up, Pat?
What'd you say, dudes? Curtis?
Darkness.
What's up?
Not
Yeah,
much,
man.
bro. Not much rolling.
Man, I couldn't do this in the house because I got four boys running up and down and through.
Yeah.
So I want to come on with y'all at least for a little bit, you know.
That's cool, man. So wait, when is Lil Pat's birthday? That's what.
His birthday passed Tuesday.
Okay.
2/22/22.
Okay, yeah, I knew it was soon or recent or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
2/22/22, man. A lot of people was tripping on that number, and I saw a lot of posts online. People trying to have their baby on that time, and people doing all kinds of stuff related to that. That's pretty. So Pat already got a kid on the 2/22/22. That shows how aligned Pat is with the universe.
No, but that's badass. Hey, but no, the question is, did you have to do any math to get that?
Yeah, it took me like 87 pumps. So
I ain't talking about that. Did you sit down and think about like, okay, it's got to be today. It's got to be today, or he won't be born on this day.
Nah, I was oblivious to the thought of that.
Yeah, dude.
A lot of people really do go through a whole thing with that. I think it's pretty
that's
cool
what I wanted
too.
to say.
Yeah, a lot of people really do that. A lot of couples do that. And me and my first baby mama, we had one of those books that talk about the dates that you're born and all that shit. It was a big thick ass book. I don't know where the fuck that bitch at. It costed a lot too. If I still have it, that'd be awesome. But it talks about stuff like that, and a lot of couples do really think about that, you know, and think about the Egyptians and all of that shit, and us historically. You know what I'm saying? I think that historically we have done that, where we kind of plan out.
Oh no, that's definite. Say, bro, I'm gonna tell you. our government, like that's one of the things that they really want to do based on what kind of, the needs for the government, what what type of occupation or field of study they would go in, whether you want it to be a boy or a girl, all this stuff can be figured out through certain, like I think it's through the cardiology system. But
that's
yeah,
interesting.
no, that's like a definite thing. Like you can choose, like depending on what time of the day, the time, the like just pretty much like following astrology, but it's supposed to be a lot more accurate.
That's interesting. What about you, Deuce?
That's crazy, bro.
What's your kid's birthdays?
My daughter is November 10th. He was November 10th, 2009, and then my son, he's May 20th, 2013. I didn't have any thought in it. And that I was kind of like Pat, like, damn, she got pregnant after 100 pumps. I didn't even think I went that many pumps. Shit, that shit was more like 5 minutes.
I think we stumbled on
Well,
something
see,
because
for me that was 87 full. I had a few half and quarter
this
pumps.
nigga remember.
Man,
I ain't gonna lie. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I am not lying. I know. I remember the nights each one of my children were conceived. I know the night.
Yeah, I remember that shit too. Like I was
Each one of my
super,
children.
like it was. I told her when I left the house after my week of being off, I called her, and I told her I was like, you're pregnant, and she was like, what? I was like, yeah, I believe you're pregnant. And so after I told her that, I don't know if it was just her whole mind or whatever. Her mom came to her in the dream and told her she was pregnant. So she blew it off. Yeah. She didn't see a fish, but she was like, her mom came to her, I think, twice in the dream and told her she was pregnant. So she went and bought birth control. I mean, not birth control, pregnancy test. And they all came back. And so she called me. She was like, I took 6 different pregnancy tests, and they all say I'm pregnant. So I was like, all right. So when we got home, and I told her, I was like, I think you got pregnant Valentine's night. And she was like, whatever. So she went to the doctor. When she went to the doctor after all of this, I think she was like 2.5, 3 months. The doctor, they can measure the fetus. And the doctor was like, looks like you conceived back on Valentine's Day of this year, Miss Willis.
Yeah, I was getting down and
felt
dirty,
it, bro. Man,
Yeah,
I
man.
felt it, bro.
I'm
I
telling
literally
you, I
felt
know.
it because it
I
was like I
literally
was
know.
drunk, but it felt different when I
There's something with
released.
it.
It felt way
It's
different.
something with it, bro. Like I think it has to do with when y'all both kind of like orgasm at the same time. Like a lot of that shit is part of it. But what I wanted to say was, my kid is Anaya's March 28th, Tariq's February 18th, and Ken's.
These niggas gonna get in trouble. Hello?
Get in trouble for what?
He got muted for some reason because I can't hear shit he's saying.
Me neither.
Yeah, he's muted. He's talking. He's saying her birthday, but we can't hear him. Somehow he's muted.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
There
Can
you
y'all hear
go.
me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, there you go.
Sir.
Damn, it still sounds weird to me. Where did y'all where did I stop?
You were saying Kenzie's birthday.
Oh, okay. Hold on, let me double check this. They told me not to get a USB mic. Kenzie's birthday is January 25th. And you know, Christy's birthday is like near one of your kids' birthday, I want to say. And like, I don't know. Anyways, all that shit is connected. You know what I'm saying? All that shit is the universe. You know what I'm saying? Even though we be feeling like it's randomness, right? But it's order to the chaos. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I lost my train of thought because it like y'all go ahead.
You talking about astrology and yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it's all connected, bro. Like
somehow
that shit, you know, when the baby is born and all that shit, because like when you was born and shit like that, and like the person that you was with, and when y'all were really into each other, like in love and shit.
Yeah.
Because like when we talk about the Matrix and she was talking about the Immaculate Conception, and she was saying in Terminator 2, the Immaculate Conception, not Terminator 2, the first Terminator, was because the dude had went back in time to protect her, but he ended up conceiving, you know, the child that was going to become the one that was going to be the, you know, the leader of the resistance. The same child that the machines was trying to kill her for knowing that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Y'all get what I'm saying? That's like a super mind fuck right there.
Yeah.
Because maybe if machines would have never thought that this kid was coming, or never thought to go send somebody back, then maybe the humans would have never sent nobody back. Then maybe the nigga would have been conceived. Y'all get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm putting y'all to sleep.
Yeah.
Anyway, the name of the show today is Rubber and Grounded. And I wanted to talk about how the systems that we live under keep us from being grounded. And when was the last time you guys took off your shoes and put your feet in the grass or the dirt, mud? Let me ask y'all.
This summer. This past summer.
This past summer? It's been a summer. How long has it been for you, Curtis? Since you put your feet in the grass, dirt, mud?
I couldn't tell you.
Long time. How long has it been for you, Pat? You there, Pat? I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say I'm better than anybody. It's been a long time for me. I can't remember the last time. But you have the rubber, and just like the rubber that's on the tires, and then it's kind of it's this thing is really deep with spiritual. We was talking about the Africans and how they're extorting Africa and like the DRC especially. And one of the things that historically, and the rubber had a big impact on like the way the Industrial Revolution kind of happened. Once they started using rubber. But the thing is about rubber is it's an insulator, right? So the thing is, a lot of times our shoes have it in it, you know? And what's happening is it insulates us from this energy of the earth. When we're in our car, the tires are made of rubber. So we're not connecting to earth when we're in our cars, because the tires are insulating us. These shoes with the rubber soles do the same thing. It's a way to detach us from nature. You know what I'm saying? to keep us from being able to harness the energy of the earth. You know what I'm saying? And the idea of being grounded also has to do with like your ego and getting lost in like individuality. I mean, not individuality. Well, yeah, individuality
Yeah,
and
individuality. Yeah.
consumerism and just being, you know, selfish and just thinking about me only and forgetting that the planet is alive. Like you go out there and you walk with your feet in the grass and you feel the earth, it'll make you, and that's kind of like what I always try to point out the moon to people and the stars when it's at nighttime, because those things make you realize the reality, how like your problems, everything you're mad at, everything that's going through in your life, like that shit is so minuscule to the big picture. You're looking at these stars, you're looking at what's going on in the universe, all this amazing fucking shit, and then you know, if you look at that, then you have to feel like, you know, everything is small here. All my little problems that I think are so big aren't really, and actually pretty insignificant. Doc says, don't forget the concrete drains as well, like a car battery set on the garage floor. Yeah, the concrete. And that's what the Native Americans talk about all the time, because, and then there's a song that say it, what did it say? Do something to paradise, turn it into a parking lot. Tear down paradise and turn it into a parking lot. Some shit like that. But anyways, the Native Americans are like that because they look at all of the damn concrete and they're like, it's horrifying to them to see it. The concrete is horrible.
Yeah.
All this concrete everywhere is terrible. And that shit just crumbles anyways. It's like temporary as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Look at they don't even know how to make the concrete that they made back in the days. Like, I don't want to say the wrong places, but like Rome, Greece, whatever. I don't know. Their concrete still lasts. Our concrete, when it rains hard, that shit already got starting to deteriorate.
Yeah. I think that's them mixing it cheaply.
Yep. Don't give a fuck. What the fuck are they making it out of? Doc says the early Druids called Roman roads an arrow through the heart of the land. Ooh, arrow through the heart of the land. But you know, the thing is, the human evolution and our like dominance of the planet had a lot to do with trade or whatever, and that had a lot to do with roads and shit like that. Infrastructures that allowed us to be able to move products and services fast. And if you look at history, you'll see all of the great civilizations and all of the larger populations of people are going to be along trade routes, and that's actually still true to this day. People tend to live along trade routes, and trade routes tend to have roads and shit. Doc says they know the mechanics for Roman roads, but not the exact formulas. Yeah, they can't recreate a lot of that shit. Like I said, they can't even make that concrete. They don't know how they made the concrete back then. Let me see, y'all. I had some stuff. Let me look it up here. Ukraine is totally dominating the fucking news.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be. That's what they want you to pay attention to.
Exactly. That's what Tim Black said. He said, just unplug. He said, don't even pay no attention to none of that shit. But if you're a fucking enlisted Marines or Army, Navy, it may concern you a bit. Because it totally could affect your life. and I don't mean to belittle it, because it's not really even funny. Damn, none of y'all saw that movie Burn After Reading? Doc, did you see that movie Burn After Reading? You ever saw that movie before? I'm trying to remember what the
made
hell.
a comment about it.
He did? I'm trying to remember what my point was related to that. I'm losing y'all. Anyways, how about this? I'm gonna just scroll Instagram. So I cannot remember. And something will come to me while I'm scrolling. That's what always happens. They're planting something. It's pretty cool. I love being out there in the dirt like that. As far as planting, I don't want to be out there digging and building shit, doing construction shit. But out there in the dirt, fucking with them damn plants, I can do that shit all day. Damn, bro, it's serious. Why they gotta play the fucking music? The shit in Ukraine is serious as fuck. I just saw a clip. Fucking, but they had a loud ass music, so I can't play it. Fucking, war is real, bro. I don't know why people want to act like it's fucking.
Oh yeah. That the topic that we were talking about last night, the last video you played the techno, what was it? Techno liberalism.
Yeah. Techno feudalism, I think he said. Go ahead. What were we saying?
No, I was just wondering about that, how you were saying that. I think you were touching on that's a better reset or a good way to basically reset.
Well, no.
With,
He's saying that's where we are. That's what's happening. That's what he's calling this present state of the way things are. He's not saying that's the reset or what we should do. Nuh-uh. Not at all. The opposite. So it's really crazy. But anyways, check out the videos. Check out that video. But it's hard to understand this stuff. It's really complex, so it would take a while, you know? Some of the stuff you gotta fucking, I don't know, like I say, watch a damn lecture or something to be able to really start getting it. I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for playing this video.
pass by all these places that sell boats. Man, I want me a boat. I don't even know how to use that motherfucker, but I damn sure want one. good time out there today, Pat?
That shit is so fucking sad. She's 18 years old. She takes care of five of her siblings. Oh shit! I haven't been sharing that with y'all. My bad. I'm tripping. I'm sitting here watching this shit, and I'm thinking y'all watching it with me and shit. I done got lost in this shit. Damn. I hope it pops back up. How did I refresh? Hold on, y'all. I'm tripping today. Forgive me. I'm all off in my own damn world over here. I thought y'all was watching that shit with me. Here. Check this out, y'all. We need your help. These kids, I take care of them from God. Meet Jacqueline, a real-life teenage superhero fighting for her siblings. She's 18 years old. She's got 5. We live in poverty and I'm still making it. I give thanks to God for giving me life to take care of my siblings, continue to fight for them. The Mendes family survives purely on faith, and this is our opportunity to be the answer to their prayers.
Let's fix their house up, build them a small business, and get these kids into school. If you guys can donate, please share. Let's get this video out there and bless another family.
Tiene 18 años y está cuidando de 5 niños.
She's 18 years old and she takes care of 5 of her little brothers and sisters. Her parents, something must have happened. They're not there.
System. What does this mean for Russia? How significant is that move?
Well, it does cut them off from a means of transacting big business and large amounts of money, say for oil and gas purchases. Even ordinary citizens using their credit card can get hooked into this system. It's not without risk for the West, but it is what the Ukrainians believe is sort of the mother of all sanctions. President Biden has said it's a good step, but what the U.S. and its allies have done in addition maybe even more significant for the Russians, cutting them off from access to Western finance, going after the oligarchs individually so that they no longer can benefit from their association with the Kremlin and President Putin to try and pressure the government from within. The United States believes some of that may be working in concert with all of the Ukrainian defenses.
President Zelensky now says that Western countries have agreed to disconnect Russia from the SWIFT banking system. What does this mean for Russia? How significant?
I don't think they care, bro. I don't think Russia care about all those sanctions that they're putting on them.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been putting sanctions. They've been putting sanctions on them forever. They move around that shit and take care of business.
The Russian servicemen are taking all measures to provide security to the civilian population and eliminate provocations from the Ukrainian secret services and nationalists. During the night, the armed forces of the Russian Federation struck Ukrainian military facilities with high-precision weapons of long-distance range using cruise missiles. I want to emphasize one more time that we only fire at the military facilities of the armed forces of Ukraine, thus eliminating the chance of damaging houses and social infrastructure. The Russian armed forces have taken full control over the city of Melitopol. The Russian servicemen are taking all measures to provide security to the civilian population and eliminate provocations from the Ukrainian secret services and nationalists. During the night, the armed forces of the Russian Federation struck Ukraine.
Nationalists. That's what Putin was saying. Nationalists, and then he called them Nazis too. He called them nationalists and he called them Nazis.
So what we were, that's crazy.
What do you think about the whole thing after all these developments? The idea of World War III and all that shit.
Man, I don't know, man. It's the reality. I mean, you know, I don't even know how to really answer it. I mean, I don't know the whole backdrop and the whole deal with why Russia is doing what it's doing. Obviously, they have a reason, just like any other country that decides to invade another country. You know, what that is, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the only thing you can pretty much do is take his word as the reason why. But I wouldn't want it to be another war. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like, in the sense, with the way this shit is going, and you know, it's almost like it's inevitable, you know, type of deal. You know.
Yeah.
I think the best move is to just try to prepare the best way you can. Because, like I say, I truly believe there's gonna be a real economic impact, you know, for the world, pretty much. You know, well, I know at least for us.
Yeah, we already feeling it with the gas prices, but they finna make a whole bunch of money though. They're making a killing. That's the killer about all of this. War is mad profitable. We sell a lot of arms and guns and military equipment, bullets. I think we're the number one. NATO gets most of their stuff from us. So the more NATO needs this, that, and the other, shit, the more the United States make money. These companies, we'll call it United States, but these are private companies. But you get what I'm saying. Raytheon, Boeing.
That's just crazy.
Damn, they keep muting me, bro. I think it's the shit I be saying. How long has I been out? Have I been out? Let me read the comments.
Yeah, I thought you had stopped talking.
Dark says, yes, I did. Trivia today in history, February 27th, 1922, the Supreme Court in Lesser versus Garnett unanimously upheld the 19th Amendment to the Constitution, would guarantee the right of women to vote. Random yet relevant. If we push it too hard, they will end up taking Alaska and the largest oil reserves in the world. Because I can't see that happening. Because I mean, I don't know how we're gonna defend Alaska. That's one thing. There ain't nobody out there. So yeah, if they wanted to take Alaska, they probably could, but the repercussions of that would be something that they wouldn't want to deal with. So I don't think so. They consider Alaska, U.S., and they've been considering that for a while. So, people are pretty, and there are a number of United States citizens that live in Alaska. They spread out, but they're there. So that would be a reason for the United States to act the ass. Because, see, the Ukrainian people are not United States citizens at the end of the day. And people can be like, hell no, bro, I don't want to fight for that. But if it's people in Alaska, like let's say some Russians killed some people in Alaska, people gonna be like, oh, I'll sign up for that. Let's go. That would be the perfect false flag right there, actually. Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah. We got
Doc says if we mass troops, then they will have to make a defensive occupation, kind of like they are doing right now. If we mass troops, where? What do you mean? Best mac and cheese of his life. It's not about who has it now. It's about the pretext to make the move. Okay. Man, I'm losing it today.
Come on, man, get your mojo back. So about the headline, the line, the name of the show. Well, you got points on that that you bringing to us about it?
Yeah, to not be. Can y'all hear me? To not be, to be grounded. The message is to be grounded, and the message also is that the rubber in our tires and our shoes keeps us from being grounded. I mean, it's another reason why our egos have blown up like they have done. We don't never get grounded. This is spiritual, Go. You don't have to meditate. And that's the thing I understand about like voodoo and all that shit. Like I was saying before, you do that without even thinking about it, without even trying it. You're spiritual without even putting forth any effort. You go out there and you take off your shoes and you walk through the grass. The vibrations that's going to happen from you walking along the grass or whatever, walking in the dirt or whatever, that shit is going to create those vibrations, those ripples, those frequencies. You know what I'm saying? That's going to cause you to like align. It's going to get you grounded. And it's spiritual, and it's also, scientific, having to do with the magnetism. And like I always talk about like the earth has the shield around it, ultramagnetic or whatever. It has like a magnetic field around it. And they think that it's produced by the movement of the metal inside of the earth. So like the batteries move, creating like an electricity. And that's the same thing that keeps a lot of the shit from fucking with us. Because as it comes in, this damn field, but breaks a lot of that stuff up. It protects us. But I think a lot of that has to do with humans and our human projection into this magnetic field. Because we're a part of the earth. We're not separate from it. We're a function of the earth. You know what I mean? That's why we're here. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. The earth is part of us. We're part of the earth, and we do our job. And just being is what we're supposed to do, and that helps the earth. But see, us separating from that is what we're doing, and that's the reason why we destroy the earth and we don't care about it, and we just extract the resources, and we feel like it doesn't matter because we're separated from it. We think that we're not a part of the earth. Because you look at the trees, like what distinguishes the earth? Think about that idea. What is the earth? A rock? A rock with water on it? A rock with water on it with plants and animals running around it? What part of that ends and begins with the earth? What I mean is, what is not the earth? The atmosphere that's around it? You know what I'm saying? The air and oxygen and nitrogen that's surrounding it? The stuff that's on the inside? What's not the earth? The mountains?
I think all of the man-made things that are here are not the earth.
That's not true. I don't think so. Everything goes back to the earth. Even the stuff that was made by us. It was made by materials from the earth. Doc
Oh yeah.
Curtis says, remember the Nadaji? She did that to me without a thought. Yeah, man, I think so. Raw chicken and all. He says, Earth is a floating rock. Okay, yeah, but what part of that floating rock is not the Earth? You know, is the mountains not the Earth? Is the rivers not the Earth? Is the oceans or the atmosphere not the Earth? Are the trees not the Earth? Like, where do you draw the line? Where, are the grass not the Earth? Or the animals that walk on the Earth not the Earth? That's the idea that I want you guys to try to think about. You know, you see that tree that's been living, and it's so fascinating to me because I go look at them. I used to look at it a lot with my daughter, and we like to look at pictures of old trees. And if you look it up, you can type in, I don't know, old trees or whatever, and they'll show you these trees that's been living since like the Qing Dynasty. For real. So imagine that. So you think about time. You think about time and how we don't, have a good concept of time. You think about those trees that's been living on the earth since the Ming Dynasty. You think about, and again, so what separates the earth? What's not the earth? You know, we've been produced by the earth. You know what I mean? Like if the earth exhaled or pooped or something, that's what it is. So we are the earth. That's why we have to be grounded. And that's why we have to that's why they want to separate it and make us think we're living in the machine and with the matrix and the rubber. The ancients didn't have all that rubber to separate them from the earth. They were more grounded, our ancestors. Doc says the earth is a giant self-contained spaceship traveling through the universe at millions of miles an hour on a journey that will take more generations in the future than generations that have passed. And it's just like, wrap your mind around this stuff. How long has the earth been here? And all of the super histories, all the different trials and tribulations that the earth went through. And then the amazingness of how, like, we're in the Goldilocks zone. We have liquid water. We have this oxygenated atmosphere. It's a perfect little bubble for us floating through chaos. And we have this protective shield on the outside of us. We also have Jupiter, which is also another protective shield for us, because most of the objects that come into our solar system are going to get grabbed by Jupiter's gravity and going to hit that planet. So because of our proximity to Jupiter, that's another reason that keeps us from having so much problems. How many things? The distance we are from the sun, the cycles, the wobble that the earth does. And that's why they think the moon was like a part of the earth, like something really bad happened in the past. Maybe there was another planet in our solar system, and maybe that explains the asteroid belt. Maybe there was another planet in our solar system. The earth was smaller, a rocky planet, and then this other planet had a elliptical type orbit, and it fucking hit the earth. And the earth fucking like broke up, but then it recongealed, and became bigger and rockier. And that's what gave it the crust and the way the tectonic plates move. And also what gave us the moon. Because you look at the other planets, what other planet has only one moon? And it's really weird. And also the size of the moon, because the moon is really large in comparison to the earth, related to other planets and their moons. Our moon is big. It's not big related to the earth. It's big related to other moons that are related to their size. It's abnormal. And it also, they think that impact caused us to have that wobble that we have which gives us the seasons that we have, that which gives us these perfect ass conditions for the cycles of life and the way the plants and the animals. I could go on and on and on and on and on and on. Doc says the Earth is a giant self-contained spaceship traveling through the universe. Oh, I think I said that. Fuck, bro. What do y'all think about all that? I'm talking a lot. Comments.
Man.
That nigga 2
I don't
Chainz.
know, man. I'm just thinking about that. I mean, that's just. I guess I never really stopped to just really just pay attention and think about the Earth and you know how.
Amazing it
how
is.
amazing it is. Thought about, you know, what is not the Earth. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what we should be seeing. That's why we have to give thanks.
Because
That's why
I mean,
I feel like
the Earth can totally replenish itself. You know.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we should definitely, you know, pay a lot more attention to that, you know, and respect the Earth a lot more than what we do as human beings. You know, I think we're all guilty in some way of misusing in some type of way, you know. But you know, it's just, I mean, I've thought about it in that sense, like what, you know, the Earth to me has always been something that, you know, it's really amazing. You know, I've never took the time out to truly study it. You know, I do know that if all human life was gone, the Earth will fully replenish itself and be back to its glory in no time. You know, 'cause essentially we destroyed the Earth.
Well, we haven't. The Earth will be fine. And that's the thing. That's the thing. We give ourselves way too much fucking credit. The Earth will be fine. But it's us humans that may not make it through this whole thing. So, and then our disconnection from the Earth would be what leads to us to no longer exist in the Earth. Because we separate ourselves from the Earth, then that's our sustenance. It's like the tree cutting its roots. And when I say separate from the Earth, that doesn't.
Do you think that once all of this is over, do you ever think about that? What if when all of this is over, and when I say all of this is over, I'm talking about after our kids, and their kids, and once, you know, I mean, I don't know, maybe that cycle will continue. But do you think, like, after all of this is over, like, will there actually be humans, or will it be something different? I'll call something different. Will they evolve, you know?
I think we will continue evolving. If we survive, we will continue to evolve. Life always evolves. That's what it does, and that's how it survives. That's why it's so, you know, malleable. So yes, if we make it, we will evolve. What it'll be, who knows? But just being thankful. And like I'm saying though, if we have to, the rubber is separating us from the Earth. We need to get our connection back with the Earth and find the balance with the Earth. You know what I'm saying? For us to continue as a species, or we may not make it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I got you.
Curtis says, had to get ready for work, but yes, we ain't but a speck in the unknown volume and just sheer area of what is actually out there. And the Earth won't be fine. We just won't live to see it. The sun will become a great sun and life in our galaxy will not exist. But you're thinking of like God knows how long into the future. And then time is not like I say, Time is fucking some shit that we don't understand. So yes, the scientists say at some point the sun is gonna keep on getting bigger and hotter as it gets older. We have like a middle-aged sun, and as it gets older, it's gonna get bigger and hotter. But you know, all suns go to a supernova. They all have a lifespan. But so yeah, so it's that what Curtis is saying is the Earth won't be fine. That's you're talking about God knows how long or whatever. And then when I think about time being an infinite moment, maybe that'll never happen. Even though science knows, in science the numbers are right. I'm not fighting against science. What I'm saying is that time frame is something that we can't understand. So it's an infinite moment of now, past, present, and future happening, you know, right now. So, but the earth will be fine related to us and what the damaging that we've done to the earth. No matter what damage, we can't damage the earth to the point where the earth not going to be fine. You best to believe it. The earth is going to, you know, recycle, nigga. We the ones that's probably not going to make it. The earth will recycle. It's been through worse things than humans in the past. Curtis says 100 billion years. 100 billion years, 100 trillion years, 100 quadrillion years. You know, what does that really mean? Doc says, we'll all die from a mass solar flare long before the sun ever gets bigger. Solar flares are way more scarier. That shit could happen like right now, and solar flares happen all the time. It's very common, but then that's again that magnetic field that we have. It helps us a lot with that. But if there's a big enough one to happen to come in this direction, because they come off the sun all the time in all different directions, big huge flares, large amounts of radiation and shit. It could happen, and it'll knock out all of our satellites and probably all the electricity, and you know. It may knock out all of the everything that works like electronic. It'd be like an EMP, or even it could just burn the face of the earth, like scorch it. You know what I'm saying? But even if that happened, the earth would be fine, and the animals gonna recover. Maybe the humans don't make it. That's what I'm saying. The humans. But the humans we would probably make it through that if it's no one else, bro. No one else. Somebody was under the ground, way under the ground when that solar flare hit, and somehow they made it through. Some random ass dude who don't ever come out from under his rock. You know, that guy that we always say, you've been living up under a rock? You don't even know. Do you know who Kanye West is? Nah. Have you been living under a rock? Actually, yeah. Actually, you know, yeah, I don't come out. I don't fuck with y'all. Curtis says, we will kill ourselves before any of that happens, though. And that's the scariest thing that most likely, I think that's our most likely, our most likely end is us doing something that causes the end of humanity, causes our own, like, extinction. I think and that's a very grim. It doesn't have to be that. It doesn't have to go that way. We don't have to do that. But what I'm saying is that knowing how us as humans, yeah, I think that's more than the solar flare, or more than the sun blowing up, or more than, you know, global warming or climate change. The scariest way of us going, to me, the most likely way that we would go will be some stupid ass shit that we did. Doc says odds are one of the earlier ELEs was a solar flare extinction level event. They have that black tar. They call it the something line. We be talking about it in my class. There was an event here in this North American area, because this is the class of North American archaeology, and they go out there and they can see where it was and it's ions and shit. So they can prove that it had to be like an asteroid comet or something major type of event that covered a real large area, like from Canada to Mexico type shit. And So yeah, but those extinction level events, y'all have to understand, doesn't mean that it's like everybody goes. You see how there's still plants, there's still tortoises, there's humans, there's horses, all these animals, you know, all these organisms. Everything didn't go extinct. Doc says some new beer virus, like a whiskey virus or something, that somebody made in their basement and shit. Some Dr. Octagon looking ass nigga. And he was trying to save the world too. I'm gonna come up with something that's gonna cure everybody. I'm gonna cure cancer. I'm gonna cure the flu. I'm gonna cure all diseases. And that nigga gonna succeed at it. Just everybody dies. That's why we that's how we cured everything. No more people. Let me stop, bro. That's not even funny. God forgive me. God forgive me.
Dang, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say.
That's crazy. Thinking about that, and be like, shit, I want to live this.
Oh, this is one of the funniest clips I remember. Let me see. Hope they're not playing a lot of sound. Because Trump... Damn it. Because Biden Obama actually did this shit. This is like a recreation of some shit Trump actually did. It's so fucking funny.
You know this.
Keith Williamson.
Nice to meet you.
See how he's shaking these people hand? Look.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Tasha Robbins.
Come on. Feel that?
Emily George.
Nice to meet you.
Daryl Stokes.
Come on. What's up, fam? How you doing? Never forget about that. 'Cause that's all we got. Nice to meet you. All right. Oh, bring it in. Starting from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah. Nice to meet you. Right. Nice to meet you. All right. Nice to meet you. 1/8 black. Afternoon, my octoroon. Come on, bring it in there. Tuck that.
Yeah, I'm in there, dog. I'm in there, dog.
You tucking it in there? But you tuck up. But you tuck up. You tuck it up.
I'm in there. Come in there. I'm in there.
All right. Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, she is so beautiful. I want another one. There you go. Precious. Beautiful. Beautiful. What's her name?
Oh, this is Livia Ruggi.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Miss Ruggi. All right. Yeah, come on. There he is. Boom. All right, man. Good to meet you.
Here we go.
O'Rourke. Nice to meet you, John.
Ian Roberts.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. When I saw that clip the first time, it had me rolling because y'all know I'll be into politics. So there's a scene that looks almost exactly like that was real, that they were copying. And it had me rolling.
Yeah.
That's just random.
Turtles.
You see how fake Obama was. My father said there was two types of people in the world, the givers and the takers. The takers may eat better, but the givers always sleep better. What you think about that, Deuce? I know you got something to say about that.
I feel like that's true. Yeah. The takers always seem to sleep, seem like they eat better, seem like they live better, seem like they have more than people that actually give. But I think the people that give, unselfishly and that care about others, ultimately have a better life. They sleep better, they look healthier, they, have an all-around better life.
Yep.
But I think there's levels to that too, because you can be a giver, but you can be given to people that are just straight, poor hustlers that just want a hand up user. Then that shit, them kind of givers will look overwhelmed and defeated. But if you are true, you give into the cause. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can easily get used. So that that nobody wins. Nobody wins in that situation because the taker person is always dependent on someone else. So they can't have what they really want to have because they don't want to go get it themselves. And the one that's being used is losing, I don't know. Takers and users. What did he call it? Takers and givers. Takers and givers, man. I think most people fall hard on one side or the other. Yeah, man. So, I mean, not to talk about anybody specific in your life, but what have you learned in life about how do you deal with takers?
I don't even know if I really just dealt with them, to be honest with you. I just don't answer them. I kind of ignore them. Like, you know what I'm saying? They never calling to check on you to see how you're doing. You know, they always, they never texting you to see how you're doing. You know, they may begin they text, hey man, I'm just checking out to see how you're doing. Hey, you think you can give me $20?
Yeah.
Like I say, I can honestly say I don't know that I really just dealt with them. And maybe that's my own way of dealing with them by just ignoring them. Just stop talking to them, stop responding, stop asking. Somebody, this person told me, this older lady told me a long time ago that when you're having a conversation with somebody and they're telling you all of their issues, and when you start asking questions, you obligate yourself at that point to help. And she just basically told me, stop asking questions. Just listen. Just listen to them and let them figure it out.
Yeah, because that's your best way to help. Just kind of like giving them some counsel, just giving them a ear, acknowledging them as a human. You know what I'm saying? Set an example for people, because sometimes a lot of stuff goes unsaid. You don't need to be said.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to tell them how you move. They see how you move.
Yeah.
So it's like, the problem be that people don't want to admit when they're wrong. Like they don't want to see the wrong in their ways. That's the problem. So you can't help them see the wrong in their ways. They got to see that on their own and be like, okay, this is actually not working, or this way of thinking. A lot of times it has to do with philosophy, and a lot of times it goes along with religion. People get stuck in a certain philosophy, a certain religion, or like maybe they're super feminists or something like that, or whatever it is, and they can't let it go, and it gets them stuck, and now they're delusional, and they can't grow spiritually. They keep getting stuck, and they're stuck in the same rut and can't grow.
Yeah, man.
I hate the people that think they winning by fucking, leeching off other people. Like, I don't see how you can see that as winning. It's so mentally, because you living off the scraps or givings of some other person. Like, bruh, and you feel like that's winning, bruh. That's not winning, bro. Let me read this comment. It says, people are afraid to take action and create a better future for themselves because they're too worried about what others will think of them. Instead of learning how to really make a difference in their lives, they work hard as everybody does. The thing is, if hard work alone had helped to create success and wealth, everyone working the 9 to 5 would have been a millionaire by now. There's a specific reason why out of 330 million people in the U.S., there are only 788 billionaires. The key to succeed isn't working hard. The key to succeed is to be able to work smart. Now, you're probably asking, how can I learn to work smart? That's why today I have recommended, I can't read no more of that. Because I don't feel like being success is how many millions or billions you have. So that hurt. That I don't like that. And then the key to success is to work smart or whatever. That's that cheating shit or whatever. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't like that at all. I can't read that. I don't agree with that at all. So, but the idea of the two types of people, givers and takers, I can get with that. Because I think most people fall on one or the other. I mean, it's sad but true. And how do you deal with it, you know? And how do you actually help people? And why do people think that, you know, they're winning by being lazy or being like, you know, I'm gonna cheat this person out of this, or I'm gonna pinch off of this, or I'm gonna, you know, a couple of dollars here, I'm gonna take a couple crumbs there, and I'm winning. I'm winning. Why do y'all think y'all winning by doing that? Y'all not winning, bro. Y'all crumbing. Y'all cockroaching. Stupid. Fucking bothers me too. Doc says, one of my personal mottos, I live my life as if the world is as it should be. So maybe people will see that it can be. I like that. I like that, Doc. And I kind of live that way too. Me too. So setting the example, like I say, setting the example, because if I can do it, you can do it, or whatever, you know, we can help each other, you know, you can hold it together too, you know, we can grind, we can, you know, or not grind. It's your choice, you know. I don't know. I'm losing it. We at 2 hours. It's 2.5. I gotta work in the morning too. Go ahead. Go ahead. What you gonna say?
No, I'm just saying, you know, I was just saying it's all about, you know, how you choose to get it, you know. You can look at people around you all day, you know, but if you choose not to do anything, then yeah. You know, and then there's some people, man, that they can see you and they still don't get it. And there's some people that learn by you just actually, you know, putting them in, you know, I guess if you will, kind of giving them that hands-on experience.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And a lot of people get stuck in their religion. They be waiting for Jesus to come fix it.
Yeah.
And not,
give us the two.
Not accepting their own personal responsibility, their personal accountability. Most of the religious people I know are the main ones that don't want to fucking acknowledge when they did something wrong. They want to blame everything on somebody else. Like when good things happen, God did it. And when bad things happen, the devil did it. And it had nothing to do with me. Nah, nigga, you did that shit. It was you. It wasn't God and it wasn't the devil. It was you, nigga. Accept your responsibility for what you did or didn't do. Fucking, that's the problem, bro. I wish people could be, you know, That's the main issue I see around people not like incapable of accepting personal accountability, of being able to accept constructive criticism, being able to know that they were wrong, being able to see that they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. When you tell them, like, basically, I really know this stuff that I'm telling you right now. Like, I really, no, that don't matter. And then how, like, people don't have no respect for education. Like, oh, just because you read 3,000 books don't make you any smarter than me. No, it doesn't make me any smarter than you. It just means I read a fucking bunch of books. So there's a book. I know a lot of shit. You fucking meditating is not gonna fucking put those thoughts. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, people is like, oh, I don't have to read books. I'll just go out there and let the sun go into my mind or some shit. Come on, bro. Like, there's truth to that, but get the fuck out of here, bro. That's an excuse. That's them not wanting to put forth no effort. The universe tells you, for you to get anything in return, it takes effort. That's just how it goes. You have to pay attention. If you're not willing to pay attention, you're not going to get shit back. You reap what you sow. If you ain't sowing shit, you ain't reaping shit. The fuck out of here with that shit. I hate how people don't have no respect for fucking, like, academics or people who fucking know shit, bro. People that done read shit. Like, I hate that disrespect for that shit. Like, I hate it so much. Like, nigga, you was sitting there watching TV, bro. I was reading books, bro. You acting like what you did compares to the same as what I was doing. Have you ever read a book from the beginning to the end? Get the fuck out of my fucking face.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah, I will be the first to admit that reading a book is kind of my weakness. That's like I don't know. I used to read all the time. I thought it was super fun to read, and then I don't know. I just kind of got to a point where now it's like, shit, I gotta read that much.
It seems like a chore until you.
Of mine.
It's like anything else you train. Kind of like when you working out, you go exercise. You train yourself.
Just impatient, bro.
You train yourself in all different kinds.
I'm so fucking impatient. Oh yeah, go ahead. My bad, bro.
But listen to yourself, because even with the words that you're saying, you're training yourself. So when you train yourself to, like, if you want to work out and go to the gym and lift weights or whatever, you have to mentally kind of like keep training yourself to do that shit, because you ain't gonna every time you're not gonna want to do it every time. But the thing about stuff like working out is, after you're done, you feel so good about it. It feels really good. But to start doing it is hard. And even while you're in it, it's hard, to keep going and to finish. Like, it sucks. You hate it. But the moment you're done, you're happy about it. It was good. You love it. It was great. And you can feel the benefits of it and all that kind of shit. So it's the same thing with like something like reading. It's just like anything else, it's kind of awkward and hard at first or whatever. And you just kind of train yourself, to do it. And then when you do that, then you start to like it. You enjoy it a lot more, because reading is really, I enjoy reading when it's something that's, enjoyable to read. I don't read for pleasure much nowadays, because I'm always reading shit for school and shit, politics and shit like that. But I actually can read for pleasure. Reading can be very pleasurable, depending on what you're reading.
Yeah.
Doc
it can, bro. It definitely can.
Doc says Jesus just shows you the way. You still have to get off your ass and walk the path. And then he says, dudes, you're on the road, audiobooks. Yeah, nothing wrong with audiobooks either.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, it's just as boring. For me, audiobooks are painful to me because, see, I read really fast. I read a lot, so I read really, really fast. So audiobooks, I be kind of like wanting to fast forward the guy because they be talking at a certain speed that's good for like everybody, I guess. But for me, I would have already read 2 paragraphs by the time he didn't said 3 lines. It's annoying as fuck. But for other people,
Yeah,
I
man,
could
I gotta
see.
find.
Go ahead.
Well, for me, I don't know if I read fast. I guess I kind of like moderate when it comes to that because like I have listened to like different like I used to listen to like Bible app and stuff like that, and the thing that gets me is when they have those English accents. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like you know, and then they're going slow with it. You know what I'm saying? I kind of, yeah, I need it to be a little, not fast, but yeah, like a decent speed. Like,
Yeah.
I don't feel like we should be taking those 30 minutes on one page.
Yeah. Doc says set your play speed to 1.25 or 1.5 if they're talking slow. And that's a good recommendation for you.
Yeah.
But again, that doesn't work for me
I do
because
that.
I read really fast. So I'd much rather read the article or book or whatever it is than listen to it. Listening to it would drive me batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Because I read
I
fast.
do that
read a
because
lot.
I slow down mine. I do that. I'll slow mine down to like 0.8 or something like that. But that's usually when I'm going to sleep and I'm listening to like affirmations. I listen to like these different tones that are for people that suffers with like insomnia, something like how you say that? Insomnia? However you say that word.
Yeah, you already said it right. Insomnia.
Yeah, insomnia. Yeah, I listen to like these different tones or whatever. It's like these healing tones. Or it's supposed to help you get deep sleep. It does. It really does, bro. But the thing about it is, it's like when I get that deep sleep like that, I wake up like, fuck, I want more of it. It felt so good. Like, you know, you're always sleeping, listening. You're asleep, but you're listening for shit. Like you're on alert, you know.
Yeah.
In the line of work that I do, so. But anyway, nah, that's a good suggestion, man. Maybe I'll find me some good books or something like that. Go on like Amazon, because I'm a Prime member. I can download audiobooks and shit like that for free, or go on there and listen.
And it's better for you to just find, because people suggest you books. That's fine. I like it better when you let the universe, let books find you, and whatever jumps out at you, that's what you should check out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just start there. Because like I tell everybody, I don't give a damn what you read. It could be fiction, it could be nonfiction, it could be a pamphlet. I don't give a fuck what you're reading, bro. You're gonna learn something from it, and it's a good habit. And it's you know, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know,
I need to get back to it, bro.
And YouTube videos are great too. I ain't gonna lie. YouTube videos are great too. They have about whatever subject, like, and that's another thing I tell people to do. Just type some random words into your search bar. You could do that in Google or do it in YouTube. Something that you're curious about, something you've been thinking about. It could just be one word or a phrase. And you type that in and see what pops up. Take yourself down the rabbit hole. When you're bored.
I don't know, dude. I've been lost here lately. It's like nothing interests me right now. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. It's like nothing is interesting to me. It's like I'll have something that pops up that's like, yeah, I'm gonna save this. You know, I'm gonna watch this. You know, and it's like I just find myself like not interested. I'm like, fuck,
That's how I am.
What the fuck? Nothing. I'm not interested. Nothing interests me right now. It's like I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear that. You know,
That's how I am.
I just get fucking frustrated.
That's how I am, bro. And when I'll be trying to watch something on TV, like if I'm scrolling through the Netflix, I'm scrolling forever. I go to HBO Max, scrolling forever. Hulu, scrolling forever. I don't see shit that I'm fucking interested in that I want to hear anything about. Like I don't Talking Heads, the comedy shit don't be funny to me. You know. So that's why the books are there, bro. We got so many books, bro. The book will take you into another place. Like books are really cool. It's like having a movie in your head. Really good, really cool. You know, one of the nicest things to do is to, you know, find a really good book and have time to like dissect it. You know what I mean? And then there's a book. It's like a movie playing in your head. And even when you go to sleep, you'll be thinking about the book. Doc says 48 Laws of Power is a good audio book and read. I read it and I listened to some of the audio because, and they have them on YouTube. They have, I think the whole thing is on YouTube. And they have the follow-up to that, the one that 50 Cent helped write. 50 Laws of Power? Whatever. There's a sequel to that book. Yeah. That one, I definitely went down the road with that book because my cousin had the book and he had bought it and he had already read it. And I was like, man, let me get that. And I read it and I made it like 3/4 through and my car got towed and shit. And that they stole all the shit that was out of my car and that book was in there. And I had to pay that nigga for that shit too. He was like, oh, you're going to have to pay me for that book. But I listened to the rest of it on YouTube though. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I would say check it out. Have you ever heard of that, Deuce?
No, what is it called? 40 different laws. What? 40 laws of power. 48 laws.
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm gonna have to
48 laws of power. But just like what I was saying earlier, though, I really don't think it's better to go by what anybody told you what to go read. I say if you really want, like you're curious one day, you're bored, something you want to read. Sometimes it's better to. For me, I like the hard copy. I really like paperback books, and they be at the newsstands and everywhere you go. You can go to Kroger's, Walgreens. They be there. Be random ass fucking paperbacks that'll be around, you know, or get on like a Amazon or whatever. I don't know where the fucking I don't because I be thinking of Amazon being the devil and shit, but I buy books from Amazon. I have an account to buy books. Yeah, if you want, you can go there and just, I don't know, type in random stuff or just scroll. They're going to have a bunch of shit on the screen, and whatever is there may be something to catch your eye. For me, it's always like I like the cover, and then I'll read the back of it, and that's what makes me decide on if I want to. That's why I like the hard copies, anyways, too, because like the first Stephen King book I read was Rose Matter. It's called Rose Matter, and on the cover of this book, it had like this. It was like a man with horns, like a bull. It was like a bull man or whatever. And on the cover, like you would think of as the devil or demon or something. And that cover is what caught my eye. I didn't know nothing about Stephen King, and I don't even think I knew anything about horror fiction at this time. I don't think I had ever even read any horror fiction at this time. And so I picked it up. It was randomly, I think I was at like a Walgreens. and I saw the cover, and it caught my eye, and I picked it up, and I took it home, and I started reading that book, and it got me. It was so good. And that's how I ended up reading a whole bunch of Stephen King novels, and that's how I got into horror fiction. So, but that book, like, okay, let me talk about the book a little bit. It was like a guy, he was a police officer, and, you know, basically he beat his wife all the time. But because he was a cop, he knew how to, like, hit her. Like, he would hit her in her stomach and stuff like that. He knew how to abuse her in ways that it wouldn't leave marks, in ways that, you know, he would get caught, basically. And then he had friends in the police and everything. So she was like stuck. She was like getting abused, and she wasn't happy. She wanted to find a way to get away. She couldn't get away because her husband was a damn cop. So, but one day she ran away. And so she ended up in like a woman's for battered women's place. This is in a whole nother state and shit. She really ran away from this nigga. And so anyways, as the story goes on, you know, eventually he finds her. He's a fucking cop. He fucking finds her and shows up. But it's a surrealism, because there's a painting in this, and it's about her getting lost in this painting in her mind and shit. And then like the Matador, if you know the story of the Matador, he was twisting that into this story, and it's about being in a maze. So basically the guy, her husband, turns into a monster. He turns into like a bull that's trapped into in a maze. And it's like his anger and rage is what turns him into this monster. Super interesting fucking thing. Doc says Rich Dad, Poor Dad is another major good read. Everybody always recommends reading that. I never read that one, just because everybody always recommends to read it. I mean, I flipped through it. I had it in my hands before. I flipped through it. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't all that impressed. But one book from another, how it impacts one person to another is always different. That's why I say, like, people talking about Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or even 48 Laws of Power, you could read those two books and that don't mean nothing to you. Like, it won't have no impact on you. Or you might pick up a random ass New York Times magazine and read that, and then it has like a great impact on you. You know, like, you never know what I'm trying to say is, you never know what that thing is, where it's gonna come from, or what it's gonna look like at all. So that's why I say, if you just want to read something, just read whatever the hell you want to read, whatever the fuck. It don't have to be like you trying to be all educational. It could be totally for entertainment. Comic fucking books. Comic books. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I bet your ass can learn from them damn comic books. I'm telling y'all, call me fucking crazy. If comic book fans out there that's listening, can you learn from comic books? They're going to say, yeah. Have I learned stuff from comic books? Yes, I have. Like, how the fuck you don't learn from a comic book? It's dumb animated ass fucking shit about superheroes or something. Like, well, the Boondocks was a comic strip. I was following the Boondocks, and then when they made it into the cartoon, it was super political comic strip. Doc says, but you also get insight on the things that other people know, and it will help you understand how they think, get a better group grasp, know where they are coming from. Yeah. I'm not gonna stay on much longer. I ain't gonna lie. What y'all want to talk about? Where the hell Pat at? Pat been missing all night. Where you at, Pat? Pat tired. That nigga be working. Every time I talk to him, that nigga be working. You know, hey, hey, I'd be like, hey, Pat, when you gonna be out? He'd be like, I think I'm gonna be off 2 weeks from the 19th or some shit. I'll be like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, man. Shit. Yeah, that's how I used to be when I went out there, road. When I was on that road like that, man. Be gone 3, 4 weeks, 8 weeks. I stayed gone 3 months. You know, that's why I'm kind of afraid to get back out there like that, bro. Because I kind of made like a little vow that I'd never leave the kids like that, you know.
Yeah.
Remember my wife, so.
Well, don't do it, bro. You don't have money is not everything, bro. And you need what I be saying, and I don't like to give
but
people
I'm trying
advice.
to get somewhere, dog.
I feel you. I
I'm
feel
trying to
you.
get- I'm trying to get somewhere.
But you need to communicate.
and it's
This is not me giving advice because I don't give advice. But what I can say to people is communicate more and more thoroughly and more accurately and more truthfully with your family about how you feel about these things and how you think about these things, and also take into consideration what they think about these things and what they feel about these things and what they really want, because y'all could talk it all the way out to the fucking scholarships for the kids' schools and like the kids and all of that shit, Deuce. All of that shit that you might be thinking that like they might not be thinking like that, bro. You need to be able to communicate with them, bro. It's not about money. How you can y'all can get all the stuff done that y'all want to get done within certain, parameters of income, if you will. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be, that's what I say. It depends on what your family say. You need to communicate with them honestly and figure out where the hell they at, bro. Don't just be your point of view on it. Take in their shit. Really, really, really think about what they say and really, really take that shit into consideration. And let them make the decisions with you on this shit. The kids too. They smart enough. They understand.
Yeah, bro. That's why I do. I know how they feel and shit. So, but I mean, things will get better. I got some little hills, some little hurdles that I'm trying to jump over right now. I think once I get through there, that things will be a lot better. Definitely.
Yeah. I feel like, the world, especially the United States, it wants us all to just be talking about work. And I've been like that, and I am like that. And I love making money. It's a thrill that comes along with it. It's not even about the money. It's about the thrill of making it. And then I totally understand that. And and then the world pushing you. Also, the satisfaction of people can't tell you ain't shit. People can't say you a bum or you sorry or whatever. They can't say shit. Nigga, I'm making money. I'm taking care of my family. What the fuck? Nigga, you can't say shit. So that's one of the aspects of that lifestyle. You get what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to say is that, our families, they love us. We need to communicate with them better. So and really try to because I think a lot of times we don't tell the truth about what we willing to sacrifice or what we willing to or what we even really want. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking the way this shit is set up, unless you can really, really put up a whole bunch of money, and then what amount of money is really gonna be secure enough? Because in the future, who knows what's gonna happen? The dollar drops, the value of the dollar drops. You done saved up all this damn money, and now it's not worth shit. You know what I'm saying? And you back to fucking square one on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck knows? I'm not saying that's gonna happen. or that could happen or whatever. What I'm saying is that who knows what's going to happen in the future? Who knows what's going to happen in the future? And how much is enough? That's the question I ask people all the time. How much is enough? When these niggas like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett and whatever, you start building fucking Jay-Z and Beyonce, how much is enough, bro? They just you once you go down that road, you don't know where that enough is. Enough gets lost, you know, and then but then it's all about the journey. That's what we're supposed to do in life. We're supposed to focus on the journey. It's all about the journey. So your journey of just making a whole bunch of money, that was your journey. I'm not saying you. I'm saying to people out there, you know what I mean? Like, this is the question that you ask yourself. I ask myself, what was the journey? You know what I mean? What was the point of the journey? Because along the way, what were you doing? Doc says, right now in my bag, I have 2 books, a sci-fi book, A Planet Called Treason, and Destructive Emotions, a scientific dialogue with Dalai Lama. God damn, Doc. You're so fucking deep. I would love both of those fucking books. Do you share books, Doc? After I read books, a lot of times I'm totally okay. I'm totally okay with passing them along. My sister, my mom, and my baby mamas, and we all have passed books. Some of my cousins, we pass books around, the ones that actually read books, because some, like, if it's like a science fiction novel, like, I don't really, after I read it, I'm done with it. But there's other books that I do be wanting to keep just because or whatever. Like, it was really good. Maybe I want to read it again. Or it's informative and it has information and I can use it for reference. So I can go back and look at it. So, but other than that, but a lot of people are really greedy with books. They don't want to pass them around. I say pass the knowledge around. I have a shit ton of books in my closet right here. So we could trade some books back and forth. I bet you I got something interesting in here that will be very interesting to you. I guarantee you I have something in here that will be interesting to you, Doc. Because we like the same shit. That sci-fi book, that's already A Planet Called Treason. That sounds so interesting to me. And then you talk about a scientific dialogue with Dalai Lama. Come on. That's upper level spirituality shit right there, bro. That's all the way my level. Even though I don't worship Dalai Lama like that, but I love to hear his perspective on everything. Doc knows what I'm talking about. Absolutely fine with it as long as you're returning. I'm rebuilding my library. I'd love to have a library. That's one of the things I would like to have as a legacy when I pass away. I've been carrying around a number of books that I didn't want to let go for this reason or that reason. So, yeah, I'd love to build a library. I want to do that too, Doc. He says it's Orson Scott Card from like the early 70s. So that's the author's name of the Planet Called Treason. I never heard that author, I don't think. Early 70s. I bet you it's some real fucking like real deep psychological shit. I love that shit, bro. Y'all don't understand. Like this kind of stuff, it gets all into your damn head, like your imagination. It's like a exercise for your mind or exercise for your brain, because and that's the reason why I think I understand things better sometimes, just because of some of this science fiction type stuff that I've read. It goes so far, that but then it takes you into this world. So as you're reading it, you're reading it, they're creating a world, and then it's like you're in that world, you know what I mean? So, but when you come back out of the world, when you come back to the real world, then you think about the real world and how, like, it compares to that world. And I think that helps you understand this world better. So fiction can really have benefits. He said he wrote Ender's Game. I don't know that one either. Ender's Game sounds familiar, but I don't know what that is. Yeah, man. So, man, what's been on your heart, Deuce? It sounds like it's something been on your heart, because you say don't nothing interest you. You on a transition phase of thinking about getting back on the road. Where you at? Let's spill it for the world.
Shit, I'm not. Well, I don't know. I mean, I've been thinking about it heavily, like get back into my own truck and stuff like that. But I guess for me, it's just trying to. The biggest thing that's been on my mind is just trying to balance. Have that balance. There's I'm not that old. I'm 35 years old, but I've been working. Like, I got my first job at 15, 16 years old, and I literally been working ever since. And it's like I'm at that place where it's a lot of things that just I desire, bro. Like I'm ready to see things kind of evolve. And I guess, if you will, some material things that I desire to just be a reality and not no longer a dream. So I'm just trying to get to that and that time, that stability for myself, as well as my wife and my kids, that type of shit.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. That's one of the things I've been thinking about really heavily is balance too in my life. Like I'm trying to, I know it's not there, and I'm really struggling with it. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, man. I need help with that. Because I go too far on everything, or too little.
Yeah, bro. That's kind of where I've been at. Just, that balance. And I got a lot of things I want to do. The kids are getting older, so I want to start doing like bigger vacations. Going places, doing more shit. But also just have that stability. I don't want to get caught. Daughter's 12. It's shit. School year's the school year is basically over, bro. The school year is basically over. She's has already picked her classes for next school year. She'll be in the 7th grade. Like I think about that kind of shit. Like, dude, boy, I know it, bro. She'll be talking about graduating and senior dues and shit. Before that, she'll be talking about driving and needing a car. And, so I'm like, man, trying to get that hustle and make that, to make that shit happen. Not only that, I got some things that I want to do for myself, because, I know I can't, I know that I've taken care of everybody else, but I haven't necessarily taken care of myself. And I'm just at that phase of balancing being a husband, being a father, being a provider, and through it all, trying to fit myself in there, so they're always first, I usually place myself last. They always come first.
And that's what I keep saying, man. You got to take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, you won't be able to take care of them. Remember that. Don't forget that. You can't take care of them if you not here.
Definitely.
Remember that, man. We have to remember that as men. I tell myself the same thing, bro. I tell myself the same thing.
Got to, man.
He said, "Oh my, we need to upgrade your classic sci-fi fantasy repertoire." I want to read these comments right here because this goes with what I was saying at the beginning of the show. This is a post on Instagram. Natural Genius Academy, Natural Genius African World CI1. So that's our source. It says, y'all pull up a chair really quick. I was going to leave this alone, but the way I see black people in America actually thinking it's us against them, buying into the spin of the U.S. media, you must know Putin is fighting a CIA-backed paramilitary group in Ukraine. Keep in mind that Putin is a lawyer who was a lieutenant colonel in Russia's elite KGB and is an intelligence officer. He knows exactly what he's saying, doing, and talking about. He's pushing back against the neo-Nazi paramilitary group that the U.S. funds and arms to keep Russia in check because it is a threat to the U.S. This is a war by proxy, and both sides know it. What's interesting is that the collateral damage is actually black people in America. By funding this group, they have become the epicenter of right-wing hate groups and have inspired attacks in America by white supremacists. This is documented, but national interests greater than black people. It's like a little clip from an article he has on the top, February 15, 2019. Ukraine's far right. It says newly uncovered evidence going back to 2015 suggests that Ukrainian white nationalists Azov movement has been systematically co-opting American right-wing extremists to advance the former-owned international agenda. So this says neo-Nazis and the far right are on the march in Ukraine 5 years after the Maidan uprising. Anti-Semitism and fascists inflicted ultra-nationalism. I'm going to keep reading. Recruits training in August 2019 with the military wing of Ukraine's far-right Azov movement, which has inspired white supremacists from around the world. Assisting neo-Nazis in Ukraine while Congress debates prohibition. I don't know what this is. These are clips from articles. I'm missing a part of this. U.S. Ukraine alone opposed Russian UN vote condemning honors to Nazis. November 8, 2019. I don't know where it's getting all these different clips from articles. Congress has removed a ban on funding neo-Nazis from its year-end spending bill. Under pressure from the Pentagon, Congress has stripped the spending bill of an amendment that prevented funds from falling into the hands of Ukrainian neo-fascist groups. This was January 14th, 2016. So you have to understand now this stuff is going back. I want to read the comments if there's any to this. People out here be knowing stuff, man. This is pretty damn accurate information, I think. It says the last document is the criminal trial where FBI testifies against white people who attacked black people during the uprising in California and Charleston, stating that they were inspired, influenced, and trained by Azov Battalion. Yes, there's a whole battalion of them that are neo-Nazis in Ukraine that are trained by the CIA and funded by Congress under the guise of a rebel group to deal with the threat of Russia. Russia is not your friend, but so is the United States. They have acknowledged the influence and level of training and breeding of white domestic terrorism that the very group that they funded and armed has here, but national security interests is more important than white violence against black people here. Russia has gone into the neutralized group. Let me see. That's all. He says, I'm not surprised. That's all over here. Yes, ma'am. Me and my little brother was just talking about this. Let me see. Thanks for the additional information. Yes, the Nazi groups I was aware of. Also, not to mention, this ties into also the U.S. creating these terrorist groups they created over the years, like the Taliban, Boko Haram, and ISIS, that they ended up fighting later. These people are, I'm telling y'all, what be killing me is how, like I said, me and Pat was talking about how, like, the media tries to make it seem like everybody is dumb. Like, just reading those comments right there let me know that people are not dumb. There's some people out here that are paying attention and do know what the hell is going on and, like, really fucking understand and shit. Damn, bro. So, like, the more I keep learning about this shit, the more it's like, fuck. Because, you know, everything is global. We live in a global world. So we can't act like what's happening in Ukraine doesn't affect us. We already be talking about the gas prices. Now, you know, as far as us saying not giving a fuck and we need to spend our money on domestic issues, that is true. But we still need to be aware of what's happening around the world because this is totally turn into something. And then, like, just understanding the dynamics of what's happening over there will help you understand what's happening, like, all over the world, like, and what's even happening here. Because, like I say, it's all fucking connected. It's the dots. You start connecting the dots.
Yeah.
Did you follow any of that? All that shit? What do you think about any of that?
Yeah. No, I'm listening to this. That shit's crazy, bro. It's just, the first time I heard the Nazi thing was, I think, the last show we did, but that shit wouldn't surprise me, dude. Like, you know, of course, our media is trying to paint Putin as the bad guy. He has no regard for human life. Now, there's a reason why he's going into Ukraine. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
This shit's crazy, man.
Like the way the media is saying, they're saying just, you know, Russia wants to add more, you know, they just want to conquer Ukraine and just add more territory to, you know, like it's a, you know, imperialism type shit, like conquering type shit.
Yeah.
But why would Russia just rush all of a sudden just want to just take over Ukraine? Like, it don't make sense.
Yeah. That's how you thinking it, dude.
And this conflict has been going on for the longest.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Fucking our own government has neo-Nazi motherfuckers that they have funded.
They're funding them, sending them weapons, sending them whatever the hell they need, supporting them. And then telling the whole U.S. public to be sympathetic to them. And we don't even know what's really going on. Straight up being lied to.
Yep.
Doc says because they want the data farms and the pipeline that we just gave a few billion for. I don't know, man. And then it's like, how long can you keep fighting these proxy wars before it turns into like a all out, the big boys that are actually fighting actually start fighting? I guess they just keep them small, kill a few poor people here, a few poor people over there. People that were just trying to get their education in college or something. Yeah. Couple 100,000 over here. I don't know. Couple 100,000 over there, whatever. They knew what they signed up for, I guess. I don't agree with this shit, bro. And fucking all the damn time, bro. It seems like the more I learn about history, the United States was on the wrong side of history, bro. Ever since its conception. And because the United States hasn't been around that long, people have to understand this is a young country. And countries come and fucking go historically, y'all. So y'all think America's been here forever? Well, the United States has been here forever and gonna be here forever. Well, I got a surprise for you. It hasn't been here that long, and there's a chance that the United States could end up being not the United States in the future. And who knows when that will be. Y'all follow me? I'm gonna have to wrap it. I gotta be to work.
Bro.
I gotta be to work in the morning.
You gotta work all day tomorrow?
No, I just work lunch, but so I'm gonna take a nap after that. But I gotta get up in the morning to go to work. Doc says, follow the money. I listen to both sides, then follow the money. And just like it did when the beer virus, you find out what is really going on. And look at all of this. I feel like a lot of people need to eat their words about the shit that was happening during the fucking pandemic and all of I can't wait for the data and the reports and stuff to come out that show how, like, you know, they were saying this and then saying that and then all of the damn shots and all of that shit. Because the data of Africa, it dispels all this shit, bro. Like, oh man, I can't wait till the data comes out for this. The data that's after these 2 years of Corona, you know, there's gonna be a whole bunch of data that's gonna come out. I can't wait to see it because it's gonna show, you know, how dumb we are, really, and how stupid a lot of that shit that we did was, and how ineffective it was. And then you're gonna have to ask the question: why did they do it? Did they know that this stuff was gonna be so ineffective? Our reaction to COVID was ridiculously underwhelmed, if you will. It was horribly executed, if you will. Anyways, man, I'm gonna wrap it, y'all. I'm gonna play one song so I can get the algorithm and the fucking thumbnail, hopefully, that I want. But I'm about to wrap it, play the game a little while, and then go to sleep. When the government tell you wrong shit, the science is evolving. The public talks about alternative opinions. It's misinformation. I'm telling you, man. But then the data's going to come out. It's going to be so many reports because there's a lot of independent media type motherfuckers like me out there and journalists and shit. Because that's what I try to do here is a bit of journalism. People going to be coming out with so much shit. They're going to have data. They're going to have charts. They're going to have statistics, nigga. I can't wait to see it. And it's going to tell you how dumb the shit we did and how inefficient it was. And then it's going to make you ask the questions, what the fuck? Why did they not know, or did they do it on purpose? What was really happening here? But I bet you most of the public is just going to be like, meh. Just like when they was talking about that net neutrality shit. Everybody was like, meh. Occupy Wall Street. Meh.
Crazy.
right, y'all.
Crazy, bro.
What's the final thoughts of the night, Deuce? What's your final thoughts? Gonna wrap it. Final thoughts, Doc. Go ahead.
Tell people to watch. Be careful, man. You know, stay informed, prepared. You know, yeah. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know if I have the right thing to even say to people. Final thoughts is be well, be healthy, love hard, enjoy life, take care of yourself.
Yep, that's good advice. All right, y'all. Peace and love. Thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for listening.
I want to keep pushing this whole war.
Doc says your mind is a muscle, and books, knowledge are how you strengthen them. Yes, Doc. Yes. And then the more you use it, the more you're just like in your imagination. That's why the science fiction type stuff, it stretches your imagination. And I think that's one of the best mental exercises. You can just engulf yourself into a whole nother fantasy ass world. And that shit'll stretch your mind, just like you stretch your muscles. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for liking, and thank y'all for sharing and subscribing. We're over 30,000 fucking views, bro. 30K views. Tell your friends and family, come through, join the show, join the conversation. I'm gonna be here every time when my schedule says I'm gonna be here. And I think I tried to make a little clip, Doc, for the what's the name, and for the copyright thing, and I should have that ready for next week, I think. So yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Go back and watch these videos sometimes or whatever. Leave comments under them or something. And like I say, I need improvement. I need to know what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing good, what y'all like, what y'all don't like, ways I can improve, or we can talk about subjects and shit.
Yeah.
You know. All right, y'all. Peace and love. Y'all have a good one. And be careful out there in that road.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, be careful. Be careful out there, man.
Put something out there, man. Oh yeah, we'll do. Put something out there. You know, the next, I don't know, 5 subscribers you get, or next 25 subscribers or something. You know, some type of reward. You know, gift, T-shirt, something. You know?
Shit. Pat just brought me a T-shirt maker machine. Funny that you say that. I probably could actually do that. Who would I give the T-shirt to?
Man, like, man, you can go. There's a wholesale shop on Harwin.
Yeah, I
you
know
know
about
over
that.
there on the southwest side. Harwin.
I know all about that.
Well, there's a T-shirt. There's a T-shirt shop over there. Well, there's a shop over there that sells wholesale.
Yeah, I know about that. Who would I give the T-shirt to? Is what I'm saying.
Oh, to like, you know, like I guess you can set up a deal like for the next 20 subscribers. You know, that does it show you like your new subscribers or something like that?
It does for some of them, but if they're private, it doesn't show, and it's, you know.
I mean, well, they have to have a public account so you would know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like, I would say, like, your background, like, take that Instagram thing down.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, your background where it says King Chaka ENT, and then, you know, just that little design on the back of a T-shirt or on the front of a T-shirt would
probably be pretty cool. Yeah. That's what me and Pat was talking about. Yeah, I hear you. That's the same thing me and Pat. I can hear you, bro. I can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Damn it.
I'm here. I
think
can't.
I lost him.
I can hear you, bro. I can hear you. Crazy,
Hello?
crazy, crazy. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, so that's what me and Pat was talking about. I got a t-shirt maker right now, like a little machine or whatever. I don't know. We'll figure something out with it. Maybe I like to come up with a cool logo or something. But
Lost out.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, I was just, yeah, I got you. I was just saying, like, that little background, that'd be cool. I don't know, bro, or a lanyard or something. I don't know. You know, it's something to talk, I guess, behind the scenes to see how you can go about doing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give them to random people, just for promotions. Like I need to I'm trying to promote the brand. King Chaka ENT is the brand, and I want to promote that, and that's what it is. Doc says random person from anyone who likes and comments on a video on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. For real. And then maybe you can get you a little merchandise store set up on YouTube, bro, where they are on, you know, one of these little deals where they can buy shirts or
Yeah.
lanyards.
I can
or,
already.
I don't know.
They already be sending me like something like that already. They sent me something to set something like that up like that. But I think I have to pay and shit. But I think I could do it completely on my own, cheaper. Everything is a rip, bro.
Yeah.
Like the game is to get everybody to pay. Y'all, all of these people that's out here producing content and doing stuff like that, trust me, they're paying a lot of money. Like it's costing them money. You know, yeah. Because it's just like what I was saying when I was fucking with music. I realized that there's a huge market for making money off of people who trying to make it in the music industry, if that makes any sense. And like a lot of these people ain't gonna never make it. Like, and these people don't care. It's a whole. What I'm saying is a whole market. It's huge, a huge market of people out there who just make money off of people who think they're gonna make it as a rapper or as an actor or as a model or whatever the hell, because it does cost money to do those things. So you never know who's legit and who's not. But in the end, the people can be legit, but they still not, you know, like you ain't never gonna make it, bro. Like they just making money off of you.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, I mean, I believe that to be true, bro. I'm not, you know, discrediting that, you know. I'm just, you know, I believe that's more than likely a true fucking thing, you know. But yeah. I don't know, bro. Just thinking, you know, but yeah, you can set up website on other shit. I can ask my wife. She knows a couple of those spots you can set up websites, and it doesn't cost you that much to have it, you know, and people can place orders on there, you know.
Yeah, I seen this thing
You
where
know,
I can
if
do
you
a
want to get
website
into selling your merch.
for free. Yeah. So, but I don't have no merch yet. So,
Well, no, not yet. I mean, but hey, man, dream big, dog. Never know. It's about the branding.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it, man. I'm trying to do it. I really want to make this at least pay for itself. And all the money I've been spending on this shit, it's gonna have to be some money. Doc says go to Fiverr.com and get someone to give you sample logos for cheap. I would say a crown that incorporates KCE. Yep, that sounds pretty cool. I'm finna wrap it, y'all. Peace and love, man. Thank y'all for joining.
All right, man.
Love you, dude.
All right, bro. You have a good. I love you too, man. You have a good rest of your night, bro. I guess I'll be back in town Thursday, Friday this week.
Okay. So will you be on the show for Wednesday? Because it's the last show of the week right here.
Yeah, I'll be on Wednesday. I'll try to jump on Thursday, depending on what I got going on at the house. But I'll definitely be on. I'll be home Wednesday, Thursday, and then I'll be back on the road Saturday. So I'll catch Saturday show too. So.
All right, y'all. Peace and love. Thank y'all for joining.
All right, bro. You have a good night, man.
All right. Peace.
All right. Peace.
Good evening, my little one. I shall make you psychotic.
Mommy, what does psychotic mean?
Back and forth, and you know I'm swinging bows. I'm about to change course, go home and changing clothes. I'm looking at this bitch, it seems like she's saying no. I'ma hit the streets, though I'm supposed to be laying low. I'm following the buzz, never know which way it go. Keep on bringing heat, cause the G.O.D. say it so. Sailing on the beat, so you can't chop and play it so. She got me for a piece, now I'm about to pay the hoe. Stop smoking, switch the sweets, where I gotta take a toke. Now I got a little guac, now I gotta make it grow. Keep on thinking we some hee-haw, ma and pa folks. We gon' hit you in your teeth, we keep a buzz all closed. I've been on it 5 days, so I'm sitting sideways. Now get out of my way, or I'ma hit you all day. Take a lick on my dick if you don't like what I say. I'm the shit with the shit, so we gon' do this my way. And we just getting started, so go on, say your grace. I'ma eat you rappers, though I won't enjoy the taste. I'm closing your estates while you falling on the stakes. I'm rolling on the bass while you rolling on the face. Sitting on the place, not knowing I'ma take your fast, slowing and it's fake. So I'm gonna wait. Time will come, down will be done. I saw it and I said that it was great.
Mommy, what does psychotic deliberating stanzas, creating dancers, evaluate the masters, having meetings, debating the answers to the questions that be making the handler anxious. I can't be telling nothing I ain't experienced, kinda like selling a little fake deliverance, full of malevolence, hitting up your residence, taking care of his biz without leaving evidence, claiming heaven sent. What the fuck is this? When I take a trip to the abyss and meet the beast, I'm coming back with it. That's gold words coming from a spectacular man that froze when he found out he had a black hole where his soul's supposed to be. That's no way to see eternity. Maybe you believe, but some achieve the pearly gates and still proceed to think evil deeds. Busting out the dust, these rough niggas is coming up in the rush to touch the black hole. What? Busting out the dust, these rough niggas is coming up in the rush to touch the black hole. What? Busting out the dust, these rough niggas is coming up in the rush to touch the black hole. What? Busting out the dust, these rough niggas is coming up in the rush to touch the black hole. What? Hit niggas in they fucking head with a crack. You bustin', I'm bustin' back with a gat that spits venom. You sending black and when the bottom of the ninth inning smack, he bleeds. The cat's waxing him back. Cause he ain't suffered enough, hustled enough, scuffle and cuff his hand to a cop. Nothing discussed, cutting his nuts to his cock. Something to shot, a spark out your heart when you stop jogging in the park. And you meet a nigga dog that bites bark, blood spilling on the sidewalk. Staying in the light is smart despite staying on course, of course, cause the smell of death escapes and not a corpse is rough. Top half man and I'll be damned if that bottom half horse. Hush, lost souls rushing to touch the black hole, wishing to be dust, gagging and fuss, cause the demon face leaking pus. Busting out the dust, these rough niggas is coming up in a rush to touch the black hole. What? Busting out the dust, these rough niggas is coming up in a rush to touch the black hole. What? Busting out the dust, these rough niggas is coming up in the rush to touch the black hole. Busting out the dust, these rough niggas is coming up in the rush to touch the black hole. What can I say? Lay in my bed at night like it's a grave. Listen to the voices in my mind misbehave. Best to be glad that my mind is awake. Voices taking over days makes me afraid. Then I go to sleep cause the voices make me weak. If I reach out for the light, then I know they gonna speak through mutilated teeth. I fumigated beef. I treat my lady sweet. Why do I gotta shriek in the night? Think I'm living right? My insomnia is bringing me to ride. Lunatic lyrical things to keep me from my dreams. I wake up and I scream. Reality to me ain't really what it seems. Imagine an old sad scene. When you